This is the BBC Home Service. Bandwagon, presented by Harry S. Pepper and Gordon Cryer.
Come on and make a trip upon the bandwagon. It's a wild, boys, it's a grand wagon. Come on and make a trip and join the bandwagon. Starting now, boys. Travel on the bandwagon. Come on and take a trip upon the bandwagon. Starting now, boys. Take a trip.
Skiddly boom.
Make a trip.
Skiddly boom.
Join the bandwagon. Starting now, boys.
Well, here we are, everybody, with another bandwagon.
Oh, I wish we could find a new way of starting this show besides you saying that.
No, stop it, Big. We had all that out last week.
Yes, but you must admit it gets a bit humdrum.
Aye, proper dum.
It's really humdrum. We had that out last week too, didn't we?
Well, let's tell them the joke about old Nasty's father and mother.
No, the censor had that out this morning, if I remember right, Leia.
Oh, yes. In any case, Big, remember what we agreed? We were going to give old Nasty a rest this week and talk about something else for a change.
Yes, but you feel you'd like to say something about him. You know, he's pinched a lot of our publicity, hasn't he? I mean, he's had his name in the paper every day this week.
Anyway, Mrs. Bagwash isn't worried about him.
Oh, she doesn't care a hoot. She said to me this morning, it's no good them Germans sitting up in those balloons over London trying to frighten us because they can't.
By the way, Big, who was the gentleman who came to the flat just as we were coming down to broadcast?
Oh, that was the gentleman from the town hall. He said he called for the form that he left last Tuesday.
What form?
Well, the application form for the international refrigeration thing.
You mean the national registration?
That's right.
Did you give it to him?
Oh, no, I told him he didn't want to join.
No, you silly little man. We've got to fill that in.
Why?
Well, if we don't, we'll be liable to a penalty. You know what a penalty is, don't you?
Yes, it's when a member of one side kicks his own behind.
No.
Is that right?
So, that's a corner kick. This is a
Oh.
penalty. Now do you understand?
Yes.
Well, what?
Well, a penalty. If you don't fill up this form, the gentleman comes up to our flat with a football, and when we open the door, he has a free kick at the ball, and we're not allowed to stop him.
Now, I think you're being rather silly.
Oh, well, the money's all right. I should worry.
Listen, have you got the form on you?
Yes.
Where is it?
I've got it in the lining of my bowler.
What on earth did you put it in there for?
Well, you told me if we got anything that looked official to keep it under my hat.
Take your hat off. I've told you before how silly you look broadcasting in a bowler.
It's better than televising in a trilby.
Oh, come on, let's have a look at it. Oh, isn't it long?
Well, it's like the certificate I got when I passed my intermediate examination for the pianoforte. I got 110 marks.
They only give you 100.
Well, I did cross hands twice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Come on, then. Let's have a look at this form.
Here.
It's got to be filled in by the head of the household. Oh, that's me.
Now, don't be silly. I'm older than you are.
Ah, but I'm the tallest.
Tallest?
Yeah.
Taller? I tall, you tall. Elles ont.
Don't lark about me. To save trouble, we both fill it in.
All right, when we go in alphabetical order, and I'll go first.
Right you are. They filled in the address for us, Top Flat Broadcasting House.
Yeah, what's this? Description of premises. What shall I put? Clean?
No. It doesn't mean that. It means how would you describe our flat?
Well, I should say it was proper humdrum.
Well, put it down.
All right, proper humdrum.
Right. Pen's a bit scratchy, isn't it, Big?
Well, it's never been the same since I lent it to Norcia to pluck at eyebrows.
Big, you can't spell proper.
Well, it's the only word I can't spell.
What do you mean?
Well, when I was at school, teacher always said I couldn't spell proper.
There's another mistake you made. You put an H in humdrum.
I better cross it out and start again.
Right.
Oh?
There, you've made a blot.
Oh, well, I'll make it into a little man, shall I?
Right you are.
Look, there's his arms, and there's his legs.
That's all very well, but there's no more room on that line now.
Yeah, well, I better rub it out and start again.
You got a rubber?
No, I never have a rubber. Even when I was at school, I never had a rubber.
What did you use?
I used the little boys that sat in front of me.
Well, let's scratch it out with a penknife. Here you are. Oh, scratch it out,
scratch it out, scratch it out.
Scratch it. Oh, you've made a hole in the paper now.
Well, I don't suppose it'll matter. The gentleman will think description of premises vacant.
Oh, that's fine. Well, what's the next question?
Well, surname and other names. I'll put mine first. A-R... Yes, Arthur.
No, it's surname first. ASCII.
I see. I'll have to make that R into an S, won't I?
All right. Press hard.
All right. Oh, blow, I've made a blot again. I'll have to turn it into another little man. There's his eyes.
That's a good one. Yes, it's a jolly good one. It just needs a couple of strings on his hat and it'll look like the bishop.
Oh, don't be a silly tall man. Well, now listen, I'll start again on the next line. ASKEY, A-S-K-E-Y. Now then, my Christian name, Arthur. I just put Artie for short.
Yes, all
See?
right.
A-R-T-Y, Artie.
Saves a bit of time. Haven't you got another Christian name?
Well, I believe I have.
Surely you know.
Well, as a matter of fact, I couldn't get to my christening.
Why not?
Well, somebody had to look after the shop.
Oh.
But when my mother and father and uncle and aunties came back, father said, "We've christened you Arthur's ASKEY."
But what are the initials on your pencil box? A-M-A.
Well, that's it. Arthur Mafeking ASKEY.
Why, they call you Mafeking.
Because I was born on the day after the Battle of Trafalgar.
Oh, I see, yes. Well, I'll fill in my names now. I refuse to write the middle one. I'll just put Richard E. Murdoch.
You've got to fill in your middle name. What is it?
I'm not even going to tell you.
Why not?
Well, you'll only laugh.
No, I won't. Now, see this wet, see this dry. Cut my throat, tell a lie. Go on, tell us what it is.
Oh, well, all right. It's Ethel. Big. What are you crying for?
Oh.
You can have one of your nasty turns.
I promised not to laugh, and I've got to do something when I found my best friend's name's Ethel. Whatever made them call you that?
Well, it's rather a strange story. You see, my uncle was walking along with a friend of his, you see, and this man suddenly went... You see?
Yeah.
And my uncle said, "What on earth did you do that for?" And his friend said, "I'm awfully sorry, I thought it was Thursday." And that's how I was called Ethel.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Richard E. Murdoch.
You wrote that quickly, didn't you?
Well, we got to give the band a chance. Spoil that one, didn't
Yeah, I know. You thought the joke would go better. Well, never mind. Now, here's the next column.
Sex.
Sex, yes.
Yeah, you know what sex is?
It's what Sandy McPherson says when he means half a dozen, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Oh,
It means whether you're a boy or a girl.
you could have a bit of trouble with your name, haven't you?
Oh, don't be silly. Put M for yourself and ditto for me.
Okay, M for me, M, and D-I-T-T-O. Oh, I've made another blot.
Looks like Brotto now.
Yeah, well, don't let's bother. I'll turn it into another little man.
Hey. Now, birthday, day and month.
Well, I was born on a Tuesday.
Month?
June. When was yours?
Awkward for me because I was born on Tuesday at midnight.
Oh, well, put Tuesday and Wednesday.
That's a good idea, yeah.
What month?
Month after May.
Month after May. Work it out. January, August, November, May, October.
That's right.
October.
Put down October, yeah.
Oh, you haven't made a blot this time, Dickie.
Well, I'll soon fix that.
There
There you
you
are.
are.
It's that little man again. Now then, year of birth.
Oh, that's easy for me. I was born on the day after the Battle of Trafalgar.
That was 1805.
Right, 1805. What year were you born in?
Well, I'm not going to put that down. I don't want the gentleman at the town hall going round telling everybody.
That's right. Just put find out.
Right.
That's it.
Now then, next column, condition as to marriage.
Well, I'll put novel by nausea.
And I'll put offers inviting.
Yeah, I don't suppose it'll matter. Anyway, I expect the whole thing's a swindle. I don't suppose they give a prize in any case.
Now, Big, you mustn't grumble at a time like this. We've got to be patriotic.
Yes.
After all, that's why we wrote that song, isn't it?
Oh, yes, and I believe we've got something there, Stinker, because it's certainly original.
It is original. Let's say the words to the playmates.
All
shall we?
right, now listen, playmates. Get a load of this. This is our patriotic song.
Fasten up your worries in your old portmanteau and grin, grin, grin. That's it. Your turn.
It's a long way to Connemara, so turn the dark clouds in.
Keep the gas fires roaring for every Tommy and Jack.
There's a long, long winder trailing
Till the boys come back.
We hang on.
And now here's Jack Hilton and his band to play you a silly tune called Peckin' with the Penguins.
and gentlemen, once again, Bandwagon brazenly presents Chestnut Corner. All the things we come out with. My wife's a decided blonde.
I know, I was with her when she decided. Excuse me, sir, but can you spare me a shilling for a cup of coffee?
Shilling, that's a lot for a cup of coffee, isn't it?
Listen, are you trying to tell me how to run my business?
What could be nicer than a nightingale in a tree?
A lark in a field.
How did you lose your hair?
Worry?
What did you worry about?
Losing my hair.
How are you getting on in your new house?
Oh, fine. I furnished one room by collecting coupons out of soap packets.
That's a grand idea. Why not furnish all the other rooms in the same way?
I can't.
Why not?
They're full of soap. My uncle plays the accordion every night and cries like a baby.
Why, does he play sad music?
No, the accordion keeps pinching his stomach.
You do look pale. Are you a poor sailor?
No, I'm a rich stockbroker.
No?
I've come to change my name.
That'll be an expensive business. What is your name?
Harry Smells.
Ooh, I'm not surprised. What do you want to change it to?
Charlie Smells.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes Chestnut Corner for this evening. Later on, we hope to bring you some even better old jokes. Meanwhile, carry on, Bandwagon.
And now Dolly Elsie joins Jack Hilton and his band in Don't Worry About Me.
Forget about me, be happy, my love. Let's say that our little show is over and so the story ends. Why not call it a day, the sensible way, and still be friends? Look out for yourself, should be the rule. Give your heart and your love to whoever you love. Don't be a fool. Darling, why should you cling to some fading thing that used to be? If you can forget, don't worry about me.
And now here's your old China Sid Walker once again, still seeing it through.
Good evening. evening, chums. Yes, this is your old pal Sid Walker, or what's left of him. Lord love a duck, but I didn't half bump into it last week with some of my shopkeeper pals. All through telling you about my pal Tom and his tin of salmon, remember? Some of them got very shirty, some of them didn't, and they told me off properly. Said I wasn't fair to the little shopkeeper, but I don't think they're quite fair to me, chum. Straight I don't, 'cause I told Tom that prices was bound to rise and explained to him about war risk insurance and other difficulties that the small shopkeeper had to face, and I finished up by saying as how he'd have to look a bit further than the small shopkeeper before he shouted profit here, now didn't I? Can't be fairer than that. And then some of my shopkeeper pals has written to say I should think before I talk. Well, I think that some of them should listen before they write. Now that brings me to what I'm going to tell you about this week. It so happens I was wandering along my beat one afternoon and I bumped into a little woman, a widow she is. I've known her for some years. Very nice, sensible body too, as a rule. I stopped her past the time of day and we stand chatting for a bit on the corner of the street.
I suppose everything will be all right in the end, but it's very worrying for us all, Mr. Walker. Very worrying.
Well, don't let it get you down, Mrs.
Well, I try not to. But today's news is very disquieting, very.
Oh, what's that?
Haven't you heard? The Germans have sunk the Rodney.
Lummy.
Yes. It was taken by surprise in the North Sea. Fortunately, some destroyers, or whatever they're called, came along and were able to pick up most of the crew, but a lot of the poor fellows aren't accounted for, and the ship went straight to the bottom. Straight to the bottom.
Yes, but you don't want to believe all you hear. I mean, a lot of it's just rumour, you know.
Oh, I have this on the best authority. A friend of mine left.
Well, the old girl and I eventually go our separate ways. Me not knowing what to feel about it all because, well, if the story was true, it's not a nice thing to happen at all. And on the way back to the station, I buy an evening paper, and as soon as I've reported and hung up my helmet, I pops across the road into the park to have a breath of fresh air and see if I can find anything about the Rodney going down. I park myself on a bench near the gate and start searching through the news when a little fella in a bowler hat and glasses sits down beside me and he begins to do the same thing. Nothing there. Not much news tonight, chum, eh? Things seem to be about the same, eh?
I'm glad you think so. Haven't you heard?
What?
The Germans have sunk the Rodney.
Truth.
Yes, and 4 other ships of the same class with her, taken by surprise in the North Sea. 1 or 2 men were picked up by destroyers, I believe, but the majority perished.
Is there anything in your paper about it?
No. The government are keeping the whole thing very quiet. Bad for the morale of the people that such stories should get about.
Sounds nasty. Anyway, it may only be a rumour.
My good man, I'm not in the habit of spreading rumours. I have it on the best authority from a friend of mine who...
So off scarpers the little fella in a fair off. Well, chums, by this time yours truly is feeling in the need of a bit of cheering up. So I decide on a little place I know of where I can get a pint and some bread and cheese and most likely meet 1 or 2 of the boys. I make my way there, and sure enough, there's an old Chiner of mine, an Irishman. He is named Michael Patterson, and very glad I am to see him, because there's very few better blokes to be with when you're feeling downhearted than old Mike. Good evening, Mike. What do you have?
Evening, Sid. Bitter.
2 bitters, miss.
2 bitters, all right.
What's the matter with you, Mike? Come on, cheer up. The war will soon be over.
It's over now.
Eh?
Haven't you heard?
What?
They've sunk the home fleet.
What?
The whole lot, including the Rodney, taken by surprise in the North Sea. Some of the lads got picked up by destroyers, but they can't have saved many of them.
There's nothing in the papers, Mike.
There will be. Only happened this afternoon. I met a chap on my way here who's heard on the best authority from a pal of his who knows.
Well, chums, now what do you make of that? The same story 3 times, practically word for word. Only the first time it's the Rodney, the second time 4 cruisers on the Rodney, and in old Mike's version, the Rodney and the whole home fleet. There's something wrong somewhere, and I had to find out what it was, or I wasn't going to sleep that night. But how? All of a sudden, I thought of a peacetime client of mine. He's a clerk or something in the Admiralty. We often have a pipe together, we do, so I squeezed myself into a telephone box and I have 2 penn'orth. Well, he tells me that, of course, he can't give me any information about what actually has happened till the news has been through the mill, like, but he can tell me that the home fleet, including the Rodney, are still afloat and doing fine. Go to bed and don't worry, Sidney, he says. You'll understand how it happened when you read your morning paper. Well, I was up with the lark in the morning, and the first thing I do is grab a paper. And what do you think, chums? They've sunk a little freighter, and her captain, who'd luckily been saved by a destroyer with all his crew, was named Rodney. See? Somebody gets the wrong end of the stick and starts passing the word round. Just like that kids' game we used to play, you know, passing messages. And the story gets twisted round, and before you know where you are, there's Mike telling me how the home fleet's at the bottom of the sea. Sounds funny as I've told it to you, chums, but, well, it ain't really funny. You see, big ships has big crews, and those crews has relations. Wives, mothers, sisters. And when they hear these rumours, it causes a lot of unnecessary doubt and misery. Shortage of news does give rise to stories, but don't believe everything you hear. And above all, don't repeat it, because you never know who may be listening or what the rumours may lead to. Oh, so long, chums. See you next week. Only I do run into some things, don't I?
And now Jack Hilton and his band will play a concert arrangement of an old favourite which will be sung by Denny Dennis, Penny Serenade.
Once I strayed 'neath the window of a lovely senorita, and she smiled while I softly played my penny serenade. See, 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 you can hear it for a penny. See, 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 just a penny serenade. In her eyes shone the tender dawn of love and sweet surrender. As for me, in my heart I played a lover's serenade. See, 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 hear my love song for a penny. See, 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 just a penny serenade. For that night so divine she was mine, though no word had been spoken. When I woke from my dream she was gone and my poor heart was broken. Still I pray that wherever she may be, she will remember in her heart. She will always hear my penny serenade. See, 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 that's my love song for a penny. See, 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 just a penny serenade.
ladies and gentlemen, strange as it may seem, the boys are no longer in the studio. They've gone up to that flat. So let's go up and see what they're up to.
BBC. Oh, they want you for a penny.
Oh, blow.
It's no use sitting there sulking, Big. Everybody else is putting on a bold front, and don't say yours is at the lawn.
Oh, but it's so humdrum, isn't it?
Oh, well, switch on the wireless.
Well, you know the wireless is not working so well since they cut the electricity off and we're working it by gas.
Well, see what's on.
I will repeat the description of the man the police are anxious to interview. Hair brown, eyes blue, average height, average weight. Dressed in coat, waistcoat and trousers with shoes to match. Average. Will anyone who has seen a man answering this description please communicate with the Chief Constable, Police Station, Rory-on-the-Moor, Lancs. Telephone number, Little Wobbleswick, 20Y.
Doesn't that announcer sound like Gordon Cryer?
Anyway, switch
Gordon
it on.
Cryer half laughing.
That's it. Switch it up. Wait a minute. That
What?
description's very like the man we saw in the sweet shop this morning.
Which one?
Oh, don't you remember we said good morning and he said, I don't know, I'm a stranger in these parts?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was suspicious to start
It
with,
was,
wasn't it?
We must go and tell the police.
Well, can't we telephone them?
No, it'd be too expensive. It's tuppence in London, so it'd cost at least threepence to telephone to Lancashire. Have you got threepence?
No.
Well, then we'll have to go there.
Well, how can we get there?
Well, John Watts said we can have his car any time we like, now that he hasn't got any petrol.
Oh, well, how can we take his car if we haven't got any petrol?
Well, this is our chance to use our brains. I figured out that if we put the back wheels on the pavement and the front wheels on the road, the car's always going downhill, so we can get there that way.
Oh, yes. Like you do with your bike when you get tired.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I've just been reading an article in the paper. What does it say? Here it is. How coal can replace petrol.
Coal?
Yeah.
Oh, I get the idea.
What?
Well, you get a sack of coal in your car and you go to the nearest petrol station and you say to the garage proprietor, I want 5 gallons of petrol. And he naturally says, no, I won't give you any without your coupons. So you undo the sack of coal and throw pieces at him till he gives you some. Is that it?
Of course, that's just childish.
Oh.
I'll read you what it says in the paper. After years of research, it's now an established fact that coal gas can be utilized as a means of supplying motive power to vehicles.
Oh, well, that's all Greek to me.
Well, it means that they're going to use coal instead of petrol.
Well, should we try and make some of this stuff?
We haven't got any coal.
Oh, well, we can go down to the railway and pull faces at the engine drivers.
We better not go down there. Remember what the signalman said last time he caught us playing last across on the level crossing?
Oh, yeah. I can remember what he said. I wouldn't like to repeat it. I'll tell you what, Stinker. Let's go and borrow a bit of coal from Stuart Hibbert.
That's an idea. He's sure to be in. He's still doing that imposition.
I must say ballroom orchestra, not bathroom orchestra. Oh, yes. Well, let's go along and see the old announcer.
Do you think we know him well enough to call him Stuart?
Oh, yes. After all, we call Sir Walford Davis Wally.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
Here's his flat. Go on, knock.
2 knocks and ask for Stuart.
Shh. Here he is. Now, be nice and friendly. Call him Stuart.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Hibbert.
We were wondering if you could lend us a scuttle full of coal.
Yeah, the scuttle as well. It's turned out nice, hasn't it?
Stop it, Vic. Mr. Hibbert, could you lend us some coal?
Oh, what a pity. I always think a coal fire is so much more homely. Yeah.
Of course you would, Miss Xavier, but if you haven't any, you haven't, and that's all there is to it.
Good night, Mr. Hibbert.
Good night.
Good night.
He's talking quieter than ever, isn't he, Big?
Yeah. Didn't you notice he was in his stocking feet?
Oh, that accounts for it.
The toe in the hole.
Come on, let's get back to our little nest.
I wonder when we can get a piece of coal.
We only want a little bit.
That's right.
A couple of lumps of coal would make acres of gas.
You don't have acres of gas, Dickie. You have meters full.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute. We have got a couple of lumps.
Where?
In the... Don't you remember, when we wanted to make a rock garden in the window box, we used a couple of lumps of coal for that.
So we did. Let's open the window and get them.
Right. Why, say, look at the state of this garden.
And we're paying old Middleton 10p an hour to look after it.
All the chrysanthemums, they're not giving our dandelions a chance.
Well, here's the 2 pieces of coal. Pick them up.
All right, I've got them.
I say, what's that fella down there shouting to us?
Huh? Oh, all right, coming.
Yeah, what did you do that for? Wasting our coal.
Well, he said throw something black out.
He didn't. What do you say? He says you knocked his pipe out.
Oh.
Should we throw him a box of matches?
No, he said put your light out.
Oh, I forgot about
Yes,
the blackout.
quick.
Oh, quick, close the window.
All right.
That's right.
There we are. Now, come on, what about making some of this stuff to make the car
Well, how
go?
do you think we better go about it?
Well, I think the best thing to do is to boil it in the kettle with some water and catch the gas as it comes out at the spout.
Now, that's a jolly good idea. But these 2 lumps are too big to go in the kettle. I know. We'll put them through the mincer.
Right. But how are we going to catch the gas coming out of the spout?
Well, I've got it all worked out. You know the gas rises, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll put my bowler hat over the spout and catch some as it comes out, you see?
Yes.
And then I'll jam my hat on my head, and then we've got some.
Yeah. But what are you going to do with it? Because that won't be enough.
Well, we'll turn the bath upside down and put the plug in from the bottom upwards.
Yes.
And then I'll get underneath the bath with my hat on, you see? And I'll take it off when I'm inside, and I'll say, "OK, stinker!" And you lift up the bath, and I'll crawl out.
We'll have to do it jolly quickly.
Oh, no, the gas is sticking to the top of the bath.
You know, I wonder somebody didn't think of this before.
Yes.
But when we get the bath full of gas, how are we going to draw it out?
Oh, time enough to worry about that when we've got it in.
Yeah, I see. Well, when we've got it out, how are we going to get it in the petrol tank?
Well, I've got an idea. We'll put it in through the exhaust pipe.
But how will it get into the engine?
Oh, let it find its own way. After all, what goes up must come down. With a floy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But won't it make the car go backwards?
Oh, that'll be all right. We'll wear our caps with the peak at the back.
That's a jolly good idea.
Yes.
Now, come on, let's make this stuff. Where's the kettle?
Here it is on the piano. Sorry, in the piano.
Now, come on, switch on the gas.
No, that's gas. Why, that's what we've been trying to make.
Oh, how stupid. We better collect some.
Yes.
Here's a bolster case. Now, hold it over the gas ring.
All right, I'll do it. Hold tanks. By golly, Stinker, it's filling up quickly, isn't it? You better go and get another bolster case.
All right, Big.
Hurry up, Dickie. This case is nearly full. I can hardly hold it. Quick, Dickie!
Well, here's the other case. Where are you, Arthur?
Here I am up on the ceiling.
Don't lark about. Come down at once.
But how can I?
Well, I'll catch hold of your legs and pull you down.
Well, hurry up. It's proper humdrum up here.
All right. Hold on to the gas bag.
Whoa, you tore my trousers off.
Big, it's time you put on your thick comb.
This is no time to talk about clothes. Get me down.
I know, all right. I'll throw a dart at the bag and puncture it. Here it comes.
Oh, I wish I had got my thick comms on.
Sorry. Here comes another one.
Basement, please. Oh, what's wrong with our bicycles anyway? Without a car, life may seem very grim. But blame old Nas, see it's because of him. And there you are, you keep your figure slim without a car.
For their last number tonight, Jack Hilton and his band are going to play an arrangement by Artie Shaw of Table D'Oats.
mean if I'm not very clever, but only 'cause I've got to be. I've Scansons and Chansons and Fluffs and Scans and Johnsons and Sansons and Scansons and Fine. Well, I think these Scans and fun and the Giants. Big on it on the big on the big on it on the left way. That's hang on. That's a special verse for Chinese listeners. You'll have to excuse that, playmate. Well, anyway, I'm on the wrong page. Oh, no, I'm all right. Now, listen, I'm going to give you rather a recital this evening, playmates, so in case any of you have switched off by the time I've finished, I'll take this opportunity of bidding you good night while we're friends. Good night, Granny dear. Good night. Sleep well. Pleasant dreams. Good night, you grumbling old faggot. Well, now we've got rid of Grandma, playmates. Here's my first little effort. It's a love song to old Nasty. We said we weren't going to mention him, but he's been in all night again. But anyway, just to show him that somebody cares, I mustn't say too much about him, you know. I've just heard he started a fan club for me in Berlin. But anyway, this is my little song. To Adolf with love, I'm sending this little bouquet, a bomb or two, some leaflets too, to Adolf with love, a bunch of barbed wire that I hope will get in his hair, and kind regards from our Jectars to Adolf with love. You've taken all our football pools, it makes us sad, but still we have the RAF to make you go mad. So till one fine morn, when Nemesis knocks at your door, take this bouquet, a raspberry from Arthur with love.
Who is this Denny Dennis anyway? What are you doing? It's not fair, he's got a cold tonight. Well, anyway, if old Nasty happens to be listening, there's another verse to that. They wouldn't let me sing it, and I'm not surprised. Well, anyway, of course you heard he was in the front line in Poland the other day, didn't you? Well, that was an accident, you know. He was trying to get away as far as he could from the Western Front, and he got so far behind, he found himself in the front line in Poland. And, of course, poor old Goering's in an awful mess. He's so fat, he's nearly on the front on both sides. But, well, anyway, playmates, I'm going to sing you this week a little song that I'm going to sing in the film of Bandwagon that we're making at the present time. Sensation. I've turned out to be a marvellous film actor, you know. I've got 3 companies after me already. The gas, telephone, and electric. And, the producer thinks I'm grand. Well, every bit of film I do, he takes it over and over and over again. You know, he likes it so much. And then he throws his hands up in the air and he says, it's unbelievable. It just shows. Why are we waiting? But I can't tell you about the film itself because it's, you know, kind of advertising. But Stinker and Jack Hilton are in it as well, so you can tell how good it's going to be. We've had a bit of trouble with Louis the Goat. You know, it's very hot under the lights, but we all wear our gas masks and it works out fine. Mind you, we've had a bit of difficulty with the leading lady. Yeah, we were going to have Nausea, but she doesn't film very well. She's quite pretty, but she's so thin. She has to wear corks on her elbows, you know, but she's a lovely girl. Anyway, that's all beside the point. They're all looking half nasty at me because it's getting very near time, playmates. So I'm going to sing you this little song that I'm going to sing in this aforementioned film. You'll see it in the Ninepennies one day. And it's a little thing written by my old pal Kenneth Blaine, and I entitle it, A Pretty Little Bird Am I. Hang on. My heart is like a singing bird, what wings its way from pole to pole. My heart is like a singing bird, my liver's like a leather sole. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, little brown jug, don't I love thee? I sing, 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 I fly, fly, fly. A pretty little bird am I, a pretty little bird am I. My sister's like a singing bird, her voice is like an artichoke. She fell downstairs the other day, and we all hoped her neck was broke. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, little brown jug, don't I love thee? I sing, 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 I fly, fly, fly. A pretty little bird am I, a pretty little bird am I.
My father's like a singing bird, a corn grey called a raven black. He's always singing at his work, and 16 times he's had the sack. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, little brown ale, don't he love thee? I sing, sing, sing. I fly, fly, fly. A pretty little bird. Am I, a pretty little bird. Mimi. My heart is like a singing bird, although I'm poor and badly fed. And when my voice is worn away, I beg my door from bread to bread. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, little brown workhouse, I love thee. I sing, sing, sing. I fly, fly, fly. A pretty little bird. Am I, I'm going to fly away. Bye bye. Bye bye, playmates. God bless. Bye bye.
Well, goodbye, playmates, and my pals here to say goodbye too. That's one bandwagon near to the end of the ball. And
yeah, that's what I said last week. Don't you pinch mine?
I never listened
Well,
to
anyway, playmates, we do thank you very, very much indeed, and for listening, you know. And we'll see you again next week, I hope. Bye-bye.
Hop aboard the bandwagon, everybody. A rebroadcast for the American Armed Forces and the Relives with Dick Powell in the driver's seat and featuring Freddie Martin and his orchestra and Andy Devine. It's Glenn Hughes and the Martin Men starting us off with Dance with the Dolly.
Down the street, I met somebody who was mighty sweet, mighty fair to see. I asked her would she like to have a talk, make some talk, and all the fellows standing on the walk, wishing they were me. Mama, mama, let me dress up tonight, dress up tonight, dress up tonight. I've got a secret, gonna fess up tonight, gonna dance by the light of the moon. Gonna dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking while our knees keep a knocking and our toes keep a rocking. Dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking, gonna dance by the light of the moon. Got more kisses than a candy store, candy store, candy store. Sweeter than I've ever had before, still I keep on crying for more. I'm gonna dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking while our knees keep a knocking and our toes keep a rocking. Dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking, gonna dance by the light of the moon. Gonna dance by the light of the moon. Dance by the light of the moon. By the light of the moon.
Freddy? That romped along right good, Mr. Martin. Brings back memories of my last night at the Grove. You really had a long run down at the Grove, didn't you, Freddy?
Very long and pleasant, Dick.
Long? I was beginning to think you were going to go to your grave at the groove at the Grove, Freddy.
Could happen yet.
I'm afraid to ask what that is. I think it's human.
That's Devine.
Devine? I think it's horrible. He means Andy Devine. See him standing over there?
Oh yeah, but who's the one on the right?
Well, that's Andy. He's the one on the left, too.
Boy, he ought to bring that weight down.
He has. Brought it all down to the same place.
Say, let's get him over here. Might as well let our customers in on that great singing voice. Come on over here, Andy.
Yeah, step right up, Andy. We'll have the sax section move back and give you room.
I think we should audition Andy. Can't tell, he might be another Sinatra.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awful? Anyway, I'm a little heavy to be leaning on a microphone.
Well, if you've got your epiglottis geared for a glissando, we might give a listen.
If I had what you just said, I'd be home in bed.
Say, Andy, do you have any special key?
Oh, just pick one out, Freddy. I'll match you.
Okay, you're matching me.
Let's make it odd man.
I'm in. What you got?
I got tail.
Mine's head.
So's mine.
2 heads and a tail. No, wait a minute. Hey, look, fellas. You all talk like you've been hit on the head with a wet cob. Now, if I don't knock anything over on my way out, will it be all right if I go?
Now, wait a minute, Andy. We want to hear you sing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'd like to do one of my most romantic numbers for you.
Well, good. I'll have the boys hit a chord.
It's 9 o'clock. Grew and watch time. Tick-tock.
He doesn't even know what time it is.
I think he's got something there, Wendell. Can't we give the heavy man a quick chorus on one of the lighter ballads, Freddy?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little impromptu, but right now I'm going to ask a very handsome and talented young man to sing.
Well, will I have time to run out and call my mother?
I know he's the man for the job. And this singer has something just a little different.
Well.
The song is Close Your Eyes, and the singer, Artie Wayne.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
Just close your eyes, dream a lovely dream as our arms entwine. Your lips on mine. Just close your eyes, let your heart reveal what you're thinking of. Please say it's love. Don't let this mood forever disappear. Let me always know that you'll be near, dear. Just close your eyes, and perhaps you'll see where your future lies. When you reopen your Close your eyes, and perhaps you'll see where your future lies. When you reopen your
You ready, Andy?
Ready for what, Dick? Just what did you two cook up over in that corner?
Well, Wendell, Andy feels that he wants to sing. And I've decided that he has the germ of a fine voice.
That voice, a germ?
Can't we fumigate?
Well, look, we've got an idea. Freddy, you used to sing, didn't you?
Oh, not much. Used to hum a lot, though.
Yeah, and out in the valley, I'm known as the king of the kazoos, too.
Did you by any chance swallow one of those when you were little, Andy? You have kind of a kazoo accent.
Just by coincidence, fellas, I happen to have my saxophone with me today.
I got it, Dick. Probably caught on your coat on your way out of the house.
And I've jumped up a little jam tune called We Three. The first chorus we sing, and the second chorus, Andy plays kazoo, and Freddy and I accompany him on the saxophones.
But, Dick, I don't sing that good.
Oh, come on, Freddy. What's Sinatra got that you don't have? Other than 10 more years to wait for his Social Security.
That's what I mean. We're too old to be singing when there are guys like Frank Sinatra and Dick Haynes.
And Bing Crosby.
Oh, he's as old as we are. Come on, here we go.
We three, we're all alone. No one wants to hear us sing.
I'm Martin.
I'm Powell.
I'm Devine. We wait beside the phone, knowing it will never ring.
For Martin.
For Powell.
Or Devine.
Sinatra is younger, and Como's thinner than Crosby.
Well, he's fair.
Whenever we're crooning and no one is swooning, it's almost just too much to bear. We three are getting old. Yes, we may as well confess.
I'm 37.
I'm 40.
I'm Powell.
Man your horns, mates, and let the blues fall where they may.
And down you tumble. Keep an eye on spring. Run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And it happened.
wonder how your arms would be. And it happened to me. It could happen to you.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
From the United States, for the Armed Forces of the United Nations, the Special Service Division of the War Department presents a delayed broadcast of one of America's most popular radio programs, Toby Reed and the Bandwagon.
Thank you, Cleve Conway. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Well, we're going to give you your Christmas present 5 days early. Right tonight, we're going to give it to you. And here's another Fitch Bandwagon first along with it. You know, a member of one of America's wackiest families who has recently added orchestra leading to his many talents is right here with us. Now, you've held your sides laughing at him in movie theaters. You've left the theater quoting him. Well, just in case I haven't thrown you enough clues, listen to this theme. Your hats, kids. It's Chico Marx, the piano-playing member of the Mad Marx Brothers.
Here, boss. I'll hold my hat, too.
I'll hold your coat and your vest, too, if you want to, Chick, if you'll just get into one of those tunes of yours. You know, I'd suggest one that features the latest Chico Marx discovery. He's a composer, musician, singer, arranger, radio actor, always a lot of things. Very young fellow, too, only 17 years old. Mel Tornay, and he's going to sing one of those arrangements for which Chico Marx is so famous. This one entitled Abraham.
February morn, tiny baby boy was born. Oh, Abraham, when he grew up, this tiny babe, the folks all called him Honest Babe.
Yes, Abraham.
Oh, he really came on. In 1860, he became our 16th president.
That's right.
And now he's in the Hall of Fame, a most respected gent. And that is why we celebrate this blessed February day.
Yes, Abraham.
Abraham, Abraham. Someone told him General Grant was drinking every night. He answered, go see if you can't get all my general's time. And that is why we celebrate this blessed February day. Abraham.
Yes, indeed, Abraham. Well, passengers, I can see I've got to keep hold of myself with Chico Marx to contend with here on the old Fitch bandwagon.
Yeah.
Now, look, Chico, don't get me confused right off now from the very first. Just tell me, how do you like being here on the bandwagon?
Oh, well, first I got to get one thing straight. How much you'll pay for me to play onto the bandwagon?
No, Chico, not the bandwagon. It's bandwagon. We all buy bonds, and we've done what we could here on the bandwagon to sell bonds. But this happens to be the bandwagon.
Sure, that's what I say. How much you'll pay for me to play onto the bandwagon?
Oh, what's the use? I give up.
Yeah, that's just what I want to know. How much are you going to give up?
Well, Chico, what do you usually charge for playing?
Well, if we're playing, $10 an hour.
Well, what do you charge for not playing?
$20 an hour.
Well, what do you charge for rehearsing?
$30 an hour.
Now, wait a minute, Chico. What do you charge for not rehearsing?
Oh, that runs into money.
Well, look, Chico, how much will it cost if you don't rehearse and if you don't play?
Oh, you couldn't afford it.
Well, what would you charge to drop into an open manhole?
Just the cover charge.
Why don't you drop in sometime?
Sewer. That cleans that up pretty good, eh?
I see what you mean. Well, let's see now. Why don't we just drop this whole thing and call on Skip Nelson to come over here and sing that beautiful ballad, Velvet Moon.
There's a satin sky above, dipping blue to the blue. A bed for the velvet moon. There's a mountain made of mist, feather bed to the dress, caressing the velvet moon. I see the Milky Way, her negligee, a vision of sheer delight, silvery white. And there upon her breast, a necklace of stars that enchants the night. And as I hold you tightly, I hear music everywhere, symphonies, rhapsodies that comfort the velvet moon, so that it may gently creep into sleep, sleep and dream, and so into the dawning, as the moon dreams alone, we two can dream of our love. Here is paradise for two, 'neath our blue velvet moon.
still a little mystified about Chico Marx turning into an orchestra leader. And the last time I saw you, Chico, you were riding too high on a bicycle around a big store from the picture of the same name. How come this switch all of a sudden to orchestra leading?
Well, I tell you, Tobe, it's this way. All of a sudden, I got to the idea I like the lead of the band. So I think, who is the best man to help me build a band? Then I think of just the man. He was in Hollywood, too. His name is Ben Pollock.
Not the Ben Pollock. You mean the man we've often told our bandwagon passengers all about? Ben Pollock, the daddy of swing?
That's the one. How do you like to meet him, Tobe?
Oh, I'd like to meet him, Chico, and I'd like our passengers to know him, too.
Come here, Shorty. Shake hands with Toby.
Hello, Ben. Really, it's a pleasure to have you here on the old Fitch bandwagon.
I feel right at home here, Toby. So many of the boys who played with you on your guests, I feel that I know you so well.
Yes, we've had a lot of the boys who spent their early days with you, as a matter of fact, Ben. Jack Teagarden, Benny Goodman. Gosh, I could go on and name any number.
Harry James, Glenn Miller, Charlie Spivak, Bob Chester, Ugly Spaniard.
Oh, no, you can stop right there. We'll be here till Tuesday. You know, I'll never forget the swing band you brought to New York in 1929 to open the Park Central Hotel. That band contained many of our present-day name leaders. No doubt Benny Goodman deserved his title of King of Swing, but I'm sure no one would dispute your right to be called the Daddy of Swing. Say, Chico, I'd say that you sure picked a winner when you got Ben Pollock as your co-worker. Who did he play with?
Who did he play with? Well, he played with Rimsky-Korsakov, Shostakovich, Mussorgsky, Prokofiev, Bateri.
Man, he really must know his music.
What do you mean, music? That's the Notre Dame football team.
Oh, it is, huh? Well, if that's the Notre Dame football team, let's see him tackle one of these Chico Marx versions of Pagliacci, and I mean the real one.
Okay, 1472, 1673, hike!
Swing arrangement of Pagliacci played by the Chico Marx Orchestra, and believe me, that is a sensational arrangement. No, we weren't too surprised when we found Chico Marx coming out with an orchestra after his years on the stage and screen. After all, his piano playing featuring the shooting of notes with his fingers, which you're all familiar with, well, that was always a big hit when he appeared with his equally mad brothers, the famous four Marx brothers. You like this new work, Chico?
Sure, Toby. And I especially like it very much to ride onto this fish wagon.
Please, Chico, I told you before, this is the Fitch Bandwagon. The word is Fitch, not fish.
That's what I say, fish wagon.
All right, so I'll try just once more. Look, Chico, Fitch is something that's good for your head.
Sure, I know, boy. It's a fish. It's a brain food.
Every day should be Friday for you. I don't see why you don't eat some of that fish.
I tried to eat a fish once, though, but it's a no good.
What was the matter with eating fish?
I couldn't stay underwater that long.
I can see I'm getting myself in deep water right here. Well, let's forget about the whole thing and have one of your famous piano solos. How about it, Chico?
Okay, but thanks very much. Excuse me, Tobe, excuse me. You see, first I got to tune up. Boys, come on, give me an A. I think somebody snuck in a B on me.
But, Chico, what's the matter with that?
Well, I don't like anybody to put a B on me.
You know, Chico, you're awfully close to an idiot.
Well, that's all right. Keep quiet and nobody will notice you.
I'll turn the trick very nicely, Chico.
And now, Toby, for a change, I'd like to play something classical.
For a change, it would be nice to hear you play something classical. What's it going to be, Chico?
Well, I'd like to play the second movement from the Beer Barrel Polka.
Well, that gives you a rough idea of what's happening to the classics since Chico Marx has become an orchestra leader. Here it is, passengers, just as Chico featured it in his movie A Night at the Opera. Chico Marx, the piano, and the Beer Barrel Polka. Folks, so that we can have Chico play some more. And I only wish that all of you passengers out there on the air could be here in the studio and watch him, because it's really a sight, believe me. Well, passengers, if I can get our guest, Chico Marx, to make any sense at all, I think this is the proper place to find out how he and his brothers really started out. Were your parents on the stage before you, Chico?
No, Tobe. But my mother's brother was Al Sheen of Gallagher and Sheen. You see, she loved the stage, and she wanted us to follow in the footsteps of our famous uncle.
Well, she really got her wish, Chico. How did you go about it?
Well, you see, Groucho always had a good voice. You see, he sings pretty good yet. That is, when he cuts out his clowning.
Which is kind of tough, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty tough. And Harpo taught himself to play the harp when he found an old harp in the attic left by my grandmother.
Well, believe me, he plays that harp all right. What was the start of the act as we know it today, Chico?
Well, Groucho, Harpo, and Zeppo were doing an act together at Waukegan, and my mother took me to see them. They didn't know I was coming. See, I hadn't been home in 5 years.
Well, I can imagine that was quite a reunion. No, it isn't what you think. He could have gone home. He just hadn't been home. Were they surprised to see you, Chico?
You bet they were. You see, I asked the orchestra leader at the theater to let me play the piano for their act. They didn't know I was there. He was a tired violin player. Maybe you heard of him.
Yeah, I think I know a tired violin player by the name of Ben Burney.
No, it's the other one, Jack Benny.
Well, I should have suspected when you mentioned Waukegan. Tell me, what happened when your brother spotted you out there in the orchestra?
Well, you see, Harper saw me first. He had an orange under his hat that he used in the act. So he took it out and hit me right on the head with it. I threw it back and hit Groucho. And the act broke up with us throwing things at each other. The audience thought it was all part of the act, and they ate it up, and they decided to put me in it.
Well, I'm inclined to go right along with the audience, too. That gives us a good picture of the start of the Marx Brothers style of comedy. Well, Chico, right here, I'd like the passengers to meet your beautiful and diminutive little blonde vocalist, Kim Kimberly. How about that?
Now you're talking, boss. Hey, Kim, come over here, honey. Hey, Toad, isn't she cute?
No, she really is, Chico.
Oh, please, Chico, you mustn't put your arm around me.
What's the matter, Kim? Ain't I going to take you to Hollywood and make a big star out of you?
I don't want to be in pictures with you and your brothers.
What's the matter with my brothers?
Don't you know?
Sure, but I didn't think you did.
Well, I'm afraid of that little guy with the red hair. I'm a blonde, and I'm afraid he'd chase me all around.
You mean the Harpo? Well, don't worry, Kim. He chases you around, but he don't mean nothing.
No?
No. Look, I chase you around, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, I mean something.
Don't let him scare you, Kim. I think what he really means is that he wants you to sing that sensational number, Mr. 5 by 5.
Mr. 5 by 5. He's 5 feet tall and he's 5 feet wide. He don't measure no more from head to toe than he do from side to side. Mr. 5 by 5 got 15 chins and a line of jive. He's a Malibu cat, a real hip bat. He be Mr. 5 by 5. That man can really jump a car up, that man. The only trouble is there's no way of knowing whether he's coming on or going. Mr. 5 by 5, he's slightly plump on the solid side. He don't shake it no more from head to toe than he do from side to side. But for a fat man, the only trouble is there's no way of knowing whether he's coming on or going. Mr. 5 by 5, he's slightly plump on the solid side. He don't shake it no more from head to toe than he do from side to side.
There's our bandwagon ride with Chico Marx and his orchestra, and frankly, I'm surprised that we got the bandwagon back here in one piece. Thanks for a really swell ride, Chico, and may you continue to break attendance records in Chicago's famous Black Hawk restaurant. Passengers, there's lots to look forward to next week. There's that visit from the jolly little fellow in the red suit, and I'll be there, believe me. And I hope he brings you a lot of good things, too. As the old Fitch Bandwagon, well, I know it's going to bring you something mighty good next week, along about this same time on these same stations, because we're going to have Griff Williams and his orchestra on board. Griff, you know, is again taking Chicago by storm, and I know his many friends all over the country are looking forward to hearing him. So here's a very Merry Christmas from the F.W. Fitch Company to all of you loyal passengers. And believe me, we're going to be looking for you next week. So until then, this is your bandwagon driver, Toby Reed, saying a Merry Christmas to you all.
You've just heard a delayed broadcast presented for the Armed Forces of the United Nations by the Special Service Division of the War Department of the United States of America.
This program has been a part of our English language shortwave service.
A special service rebroadcast featuring the most popular dance orchestras in America for all you men and women in the armed forces of the United Nations. Here comes the Bandwagon.
And the only Duke Ellington and his orchestra. You know, it's the first time that the old Bandwagon has caught up with the Duke in person. But believe me, he's been with us in spirit ever since we first started rolling. Yes, Duke, your compositions have made up a large portion of the Bandwagon's cargo ever since we first hit these airlines.
That sure is mighty nice to hear, and I only hope we can play other people's music as well as you've presented ours.
Well, I'm sure I wouldn't lose any sleep worrying over that. And I'm sure the composer of Canteen Bounce feels the same way as Duke Ellington and the boys get underway. And here it is, Duke Ellington, the orchestra, and Canteen Bounce. I wonder how many of you passengers would applaud if someone stepped out on a stage and announced Edward Kennedy Ellington. Now, I'm sure the house would come down if you heard Duke Ellington announced, and yet, believe it or not, they're one and the same.
Sometimes I wonder. You know, it seems to me I've never been anything else than Duke. I hardly know the other name myself.
Well, now, I understand that you've had the name Duke since you were, well, about 12 years old.
That's right. But a publicity man once tried to tie it up with my taste in clothes. But you know that a kid of 12 doesn't go around looking like a Duke.
Well, I suppose you're right there, Duke. However, it could be the reason today. You know, I've never seen you when you weren't immaculate and dressed in perfect taste. But then let's stick to those early days for a while, Duke. Tell me, how did you get into music?
Well, I don't think I got into music at all. I think music got into me. My first intention was to go to art school and study fine art.
Man, for my money, what you're doing today is mighty fine art. But what happened to change you over?
Well, when I was in high school, I worked as a soda jerker in a place where they had a pianist. When the pianist was off, I got to fooling around on the piano.
Now, wait a minute, Duke. Do you mean to say that your brand of piano playing is the result of fooling around, as you call it? Didn't you take any lessons?
Well, I had a little elementary piano and harmony, but I was afraid to go too far with the conservatory training for fear I might spoil whatever I had that was original. I feel that way about an art student who spends hours copying old masters. They're apt to become just imitators.
Well, your compositions have certainly justified your viewpoint, Duke. So I'm not going to try to argue with you. But, you know, we can't spend too much time talking about music when we've got you here to do something about it for us. So I'd like to hear more about your early days after we've heard Betty Roche and your arrangement of Hayfoot, Strawfoot.
Was my pat on the floor. Come on, doggies, don't get sore, get help, help, help in your step. Hayfoot, Strawfoot, 4 miles more. After the tramp is a camp cotton store. Come on, doggies, don't get sore, get help, help, help in your step. The sun grins with glee, and I start to shrink. I can't grin like he. I'm carrying everything but the kitchen sink. Hayfoot, Strawfoot, 3 miles more. Where in the heck is this mechanized for? Come on, doggies, don't get sore. Get help, help, help in your step.
Well, you know, I can see they like that, Duke. We can't go much further in a program featuring Duke Ellington without having the Duke play one of his own tunes. You know, after such hits as Mood Indigo, well, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing, Sophisticated Lady, Solitude, I Let a Song Go Out of My Heart. I can go on here all night this way. Anyway, we've come to expect hits every time a tune appears with Duke Ellington's name on it. And not only do we expect it, but believe me, we really get it. So here's the tune that's sweeping the country today, played by the composer with his own orchestra, Duke Ellington's Don't Get Around Much Anymore. yes, the music of the Duke with Johnny Hodges featured with his saxophone and don't get around much anymore. You know, I'd like to hear more of the early days when Duke Ellington was just sort of fooling around on the piano, as he calls it. What else were you doing then, Duke?
Well, like I told you, I had art on the mind. After high school, I won a scholarship to Pratt Institute to study art. But the nearest I came to it was painting signs, and there again I ran smack into music.
Oh, well, wait a minute here. Pull over. How did sign painting and music get together?
Well, when an organization came to me to paint a sign advertising their dance, well, I can make you your own guess.
I see exactly what you mean, Duke. You know, speaking of signs and that sort of thing, this has nothing to do with it, but your son's been getting around the country a bit for Uncle Sam these days, hasn't he?
Oh, that's right. I'm mighty proud of Mercer, too. He was at Camp Dix for a while, and now he's at Camp Croft in South Carolina.
Well, I also understand that until he became Private Mercer Ellington, he was following in his pappy's footsteps. How about that?
Well, following, but not too closely. I guess Mercer feels about music as I did. He wouldn't let me teach him, and maybe it's better. He studied at Juilliard Institute, and with some very good private tutors, too. How would you like to hear one of his songs?
Well, Duke, I'd say that he's a chip off the old block, and that's good enough for the bandwagon, especially when that old block is Duke Ellington.
If you don't mind, I'd like to dedicate it to Mercer and all his buddies, because it's a tune with a mighty good thought. He calls it "A slip of the lip might sink a ship."
Sounder advice was never set to music, Duke. Let's hear Mercer Ellington's tune with Ray Nance doing the vocal honors. "A slip of the lip might sink a ship."
Don't talk too much. Don't know so much. Now, Jack, don't be so hip. Flip the lip might sink a ship. Don't see too much. Hey, boy, don't you jive so much. Now, Jack, don't be so hip. Flip the lip might sink a ship. Walls have ears. The night has eyes. So let's be wise. We'll trick those nasty, nasty spies. Don't talk too much. Don't know so much. Now, Jack, don't be so hip. Slip the lip might sink a ship. Way down. So bodacious, relocation. The lip might sink a ship.
Passengers, there are few men who in their own lifetime are lucky enough to receive recognition and acclaim for their efforts when they've held to ideas that were very new and very radical. Now, our guest, Duke Ellington, is one of those lucky few. Duke came to New York in 1923 with a brand of music that no one had heard before and 5 mighty good musicians to play it.
Well, I couldn't have done it if those boys hadn't had faith in what we would doing, too. 3 of the 5 are still with me.
Man, and how that little band has grown up since then. First came the old Cotton Club in Harlem. Then Flo Ziegfeld featured them in Showgirl. And then came the European tours, didn't they, Duke?
That's right, one in 1933 and another in 1939. During the last one, we played 31 cities in 32 days in Sweden.
Well, all I can say is that's a far yodel from the little boy who was a soda jerker down in Washington, D.C. And I can bring that up to date by touching lightly on the concert in Carnegie Hall early this year, where the Duke received a plaque signed by Stokowski, Rodzinski, Damarosh, and many others. That was when he presented his musical parallel to the history of the Negro race, titled Black, Brown, and Beige. Right, Duke?
Yes, that's right. I hope to soon have a book out with the same title, which will further explain the music.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that book, believe me. But right now, I'm looking forward to some more of that mighty good music. You know, ever since you were announced for this program, Duke, the old mailbag has been swamped with requests for just one thing.
I sure do. We'll sure do our best to help you out.
Well, it seems all of your old fans want something out of the old days, when you first began to attract attention out of the Cotton Club. One of those numbers that started all the other band leaders taking notice to that new type of music.
Well, there's one tune that I think is typical of those days. It might be a bit dusty, but perhaps we can polish it off. An old arrangement of Ring Them Bells.
Ah, that's the ticket. Well, there's your answer, Duke. And from the responses I observe here in the studio, folks, I'd say you picked the perfect tune, Duke. Duke Ellington, the orchestra, and Ring Them Bells.
Hello there, this is Dick Powell. Si, senoritas and senores, it's a bright bandwagon we bring you this Sunday. Among our regulars, Mel Torme and the Meltones, Raymond Radcliffe, Mr. Bunce, and Jim Doyle, we got Cugat, the king of the rumba, direct from Ciro's basement.
Mr. Powell, correction, please. We have now work up to the main floor. Next week, the mezzanine, maybe, yes?
Well, let me be one of the first two. So, neighbors, slide that Spanish shawl off the piano and slip it across your shoulders while we make south of the border movements to the music of the man who's headed for the mezzanine. Leave us here, Xavier. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Welcome back to the bandwagon, Sam.
Oh, it's now Sam I am? What is this?
Well, confidentially, Cugat, I don't know how to pronounce your maiden name.
Well, it is pronounced Xavier. Xavier.
Let's run over that once more lightly, please.
Xavier. Xavier. You see, in Spanish, the letter sex is silence.
What did your name really mean, Sam?
Dick, if I were in a Japanese prison camp and they asked me for my name, I would be shoot for sure.
Yeah?
You see, the word cougar in Japanese means take a bath.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, I see. Well, tell me, what's been keeping you busy lately? Take a bath?
Well, Hood, I am... Yes, Hood. I am now working in a picture, The Week's End of the Waldorfs, for Metro, Goldwyn, and Myers.
Fine. Oh, fine. If they're not listening, you might still be working. Yeah. Is that the picture with Lana Turner?
Sure. We got Landa Torres.
Who else?
Well, there is Van Johnson and Ginger Snappy Rogers.
No. That's Ginger Rogers. There's no Snappy.
Oh, I have rehearsed 4 big love scenes with her for the picture, Mr. Powell. The name is Ginger Snappy Rogers.
Well, I can't argue with figures like that.
Who could?
Tell me, are you the romantic lead in the picture?
I could have be for one trouble, though.
Politics?
No politics. My name, she's too hard to spell on the marquee, so I give another little fellow his big break.
Well, who is the bright boy you shoved up front?
Well, his name is, let me see, the same as Bird, Walter...
what pictures he played in?
Mrs. Parkanto.
What?
Mrs. Parkantojas.
Ooh.
Mrs. Yeah, He was the bird in Mrs. Parkin's station.
Oh, Walter Pigeon and Mrs. Parkington.
All right, with every shop. Do you want to stop right here or try for the $32 questions?
Well, now, let me see. I just don't know. Well, how do we get into these things anyway, huh?
Oh, I think you have sleep off the sled. Maybe better I forget the whole thing and go to my home in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. That's good, yes. Tell me, are you still renting Hedy Lamar's house out in Beverly Hills?
Oh, yeah. She's such a wonderful landlady, but for one thing.
Yeah?
Every month for the rent, she puts on me the big squeeze.
With Hedy Lamar, that's bad?
That's good, no? But the
That's
place...
good, yes. Go ahead.
Yes, but the place has a big lawn, and I can get no help, so every week I'm rolling the lawnmower up and down to cut the little grasses.
Well, these days, everybody's rolling his own. This cigarette problem, it's really, really getting tough. Don't you think so?
Well, Dick, I found a drugstore where you can buy a whole caricature of cigarettes. It's right down here on the...
Wait, please. You can empty this auditorium in 10 seconds that way. And besides, who cares about cigarettes? Just take this penknife and cut the address in the palm of my hand, will you?
Hello.
Well, Raymond Radcliffe.
Would you please go to the Oasis with me today, would you, please?
Well, Raymond, thank you very much, but I'd better not. I don't know anything about the ponies.
Well, if you want a little dope, I'm your man.
You mean you picked the horses?
Yep. Yesterday I picked 3.
What are you picking today?
Pockets. Oh, the third race was awful.
What happened in the third race? Race.
Frank Sinatra kept me from winning that race.
You mean he tuned up and swooned your filly in the far turn?
Nope. My horse kept running around him. Thought he was the rail.
Oh, I
see. Gee, you'll like the races, Richard. Will you will?
What will?
Say, Dick, do you know, huh? Dick, do you know who was standing at the finish line yesterday?
No, who?
Juana Turner, Winda Darnell, and Olivia de Havilland.
I heard about that. I understand it's the first time the jockeys ever came in ahead of the horses. Thank you, Raymond Radcliffe. Several months ago, I sang a little Calypso Joe song in a Paramount picture called Happy-Go-Lucky. A similar serenade might fit the fiesta feeling here today, so Mel Torme and his Meltones and Terry Botkin join me for another hop to the tropics. Up on the island from which we come, we have a national characteristic which is very strong. Because we put the accent upon the wrong syllable and we sing a tropical song.
Up on the island from which we come, the point of interest beside the coconut and the sarong
is that we put the accent upon the wrong syllable when we sing
a romantic song, a romantic song.
The vast population of Trinidad say the situation is very bad. Something is happening to make the girlies swoon every time they hear this tune. Come with me, my honey.
Come with me, my honey.
There's a moon aglow. Come with me, my honey.
Come with me, my honey.
Come with Calypso Joe, pretty little bunny.
Pretty little bunny.
I will love you so. Come with me, my honey bunny.
That's the song
of Calypso Joe.
The girlies think he's wonderful when he begins. The magic of his lovely voice always wins. He's the Dick Powell of Trinidad, a very versatile lad.
The fancy population can't understand why he should be such a popular man. When they sing, come with me, my honey, it sounds wrong.
It's the singer, not the song. Come with me, my honey. Think of the wonderful love we'll make. Come with me, my honey.
Oh, come on, honey.
For goodness sake, you better come on, honey. Come on, honey. And while we're at it, let us take
this opportunity to say that there is no one in the whole community can hold a stick to him.
Here's the latest thing. You really ought to hear him sing.
Come with me, my honey. There's a moon aglow. Come with me, my honey. Come with Calypso Joe, pretty little bunny. I will love you so.
Come with me, my honey bunny.
That's the song
He'll sing to you.
You will long
to listen to the man who sings this song.
I'm Calypso Joe. Muchas gracias, señor Cugat, muchas gracias.
Ah, muy bienvenido, señor Dick. Me gusta que a usted también le guste este número porque es el número mío favorito.
Oh, definitely, yeah. La Cienega, Las Vegas, Enchilada, Avocado Motel? Ain't it?
Nice try, but your Spanish is, shall we say, a flapperoo?
Yes, I guess we better say that. Tell you what, Coogie, if you'll teach me Spanish, I'll see that you get some help on brushing up your English.
Ah, brushing up is what really I needed. Yes.
Tell me just what gives you the most trouble with our language, Coogie.
Well, my party circle dangle up with my prepo verbs and push my pronouns into the wrong tense.
I heard of a man in Arabia who got stabbed for getting into the wrong tense.
Maybe some morning I wake up and Cugat's dead. I'll miss him. I'm so used to me now.
Oh, can't have that happen, Xavier. Can't have that happen at all. I tell you, we got just the fella here to pull your pronouns right up to par.
Yes, what cause will he charge me?
Not a cent. Not a cent. Here he comes now. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the man who really rides through the English language, Hollywood's newest man about town, Mr. Muntz. Well, Mr. Muntz, tell me, have you found a place to live here in Hollywood yet?
You talk like you've been hit in the head with a wet rope. How are you going to find a place to you can't find a place to live. This town's so crowded, I've been from one end. I found a place.
Well, good. Tell me, are you happy at home in the hotel?
No, I'm holding up in the hills with a hermit. Boy, when them hermits start taking in roommates, and then things are tough, you know.
How do you get up to this hill? I'll pay you a visit.
Oh, well, you go up Vine Street, and then you hit You go over there, you go up the street, up Vine, we better come back and start over.
Yeah, maybe we better take a run at it.
Yeah. Well, you go up Vine Street, and then you hit, and then you sort of swoosh around the curve up there, and then that's a dead-end street, so we turn around there. And then you go up, you can't get there from here.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service. and gentlemen, we will interrupt all programs to give you latest news bulletins. Stay tuned to this station.
Here comes the Fitch Bandwagon. Laugh a while, let a song be your side, you Fitch shampoo. Don't despair, use your head, save your hair, you Fitch shampoo. Yes, there once again is the musical greeting that welcomes you to another gay ride with the Fitch Bandwagon. Brought to you by the makers of the famous Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo and Ideal Hair Tonic. Again, we bring you one of America's great dance bands and that man who knows his band, Toby Reed.
Thank you, Professor Dahlstead, and hello, everybody. Well, folks, a trip all the way out to Hollywood just wouldn't be complete without giving you some of that product for which Hollywood is so superlatively famous. Of course, I mean that glamour, that truly top-notch entertainment. You know, our guest tonight has a lot of personality, and his band just can't be beat for sheer entertainment quality. But now, you don't have to take my word for that. Listen to this. Yes, it's none other, Horace Height. Well, Horace, tell me, how'd you like that build-up I just handed you?
Toby, don't you think you went just a little overboard in all that praise?
Oh, not at all. Don't you realize that Horace, Height, and Hollywood all start with the same letter?
Yes, but do you realize that also starting with the same letter H is a kind of meat that comes sugar-cured from Virginia?
Well, that joke's good on whole wheat toast. Mighty subtle, Horace. You know, it stops me cold. And while we're stopped, let's listen to your arrangement of the Piano Concerto in B-flat. You know, we've heard it a lot of times featuring piano, but never have we had an opportunity of hearing it arranged for the famous Horace Height triple-tonguing trumpeter. This program to bring you a special bulletin. San Francisco, with the entire West Coast on a virtual war basis, Mayor Angelo J. Rossi declared San Francisco in a state of emergency tonight and demanded the immediate cessation of all strikes in order to present a united front. Bulletin from Washington. Secretary Morgenthau tonight closed the nation's border to Japanese nationals and imposed a strict ban on any financial transaction by Japanese aliens. We return you now to Hollywood. Well, folks, I went out to see Horace Height's ranch in the valley the other night. Believe me, I'm still breathless. It's just a half hour from Hollywood and completely out of this world. Why, there are orange groves producing those famous pot of gold oranges.
Toby, it's so cold the past week that I've had to light the smudge pots every night.
Smudge pot?
Yes, Toby, you know what a smudge pot is. A tin can that burns oil and smoke. And you find them on any used car lot in Hollywood.
Well, believe me, Horace, you certainly have everything on that ranch. There are fig trees, olive trees, horses, dogs, turkeys, and, man, that swimming pool. A putting greenway, even a gymnasium.
Yes, and I have a marvelous fellow in charge of the whole thing. He's a 3-letter man.
College boy, eh?
No, he sat down on a branding iron. No, but speaking of cattle, Toby, do you know that I can milk 100 cows with my left hand?
But tell me, Horace, why with your left hand?
Because that's my old cow hand.
Horace, do any of the boys in the band help you do the chores around the place out there?
Not since Red Farrington came out one day with a pair of boxing gloves on and started punching the cows. But the whole gang does make the ranch their hangout, and we have some swell barbecues and parties.
Well, I can believe that. You know, I think it's wonderful, the great family spirit of the old Double H Ranch. I can just see them now. You know, that setting sun is casting purple shadows over the fruit trees. The sheep are out there grazing quietly in the distance.
and we hear a whistle as the sheepdogs are called home. And who is that whistle? Right on schedule? Why, it's Fred Lowry, of course. And now we see the shepherd, who's none other than Larry Cotton. So it's really no wonder Horace Heidt made the tune famous, Shepherd's Serenade. I heard a lonely shepherd play. It was a haunting melody. I heard the music clearly say that he was happy as could be. He played and he played. The world was forgotten, like castles in air. My every care began to fade. If he would only play forever, his little shepherd reading your biography the other day, and from it I learned that you have the most versatile band on earth.
Toby, my boys are so versatile they make music from that little round bottle that bears the Fitch label.
But that's easy, Horace. As a matter of fact, that familiar bottle of Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo is music. For who doesn't feel the urge to sing the way Fitch Shampoo makes the hair so attractive and antiseptically clean? Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo is so easy to use, too. Applied to the dry hair and scalp, Fitch's penetrates and cleanses the thousands of tiny hair openings, actually dissolving the dandruff. Then, when a little hard or soft water is added, a rich, abundant lather forms to carry off this dirt, dust, and dandruff. No after rinse is necessary. Yes, Fitch Shampoo is that easy to use, and it's not expensive. The whole family can enjoy its benefits even on a limited budget. That's Fitch Shampoo for you. It's the only shampoo in the world which guarantees to remove dandruff with the first application. A guarantee backed by one of the world's largest insurance firms. So ask for a professional Fitch application at your barber or beauty shop, or buy a bottle of Fitch Shampoo at your drug counter. And remember, after and between Fitch Shampoos, you can keep your hair shining and manageable by using a few drops of Fitch's Ideal Hair Tonic every day. B.I. by.
The Don Juan Tanner get together. The gathering was large, but things got duller than the weather, so Donna was took charge. She went to the piano and took her D
for Donna,
putting it to music in the major key. D-I-die, D-O-do, D-I-diddy-die, D-O-do, diddy-die-do, D-U-do, diddy-die-do, do-do, diddy-do. Then Private John and Julia said they'd sing a duet, but when they started in, we saw that they were all wet. Why-I-I, why-oh-yo, why-I-yiddy-I, why-oh-yo, yiddy-I-yo, why-you-you, yiddy-I-yo-you. You like to take a walk? B-I-bye, B-O-bo, billy-B-I-bye, billy-B-O-bo, billy-O, beep-bo-beep-bo-beep-bo-beep-bo-bo-ah. Lily-I, lily-o, lily-I-o, you idiot. Leo, li-I, leo, li-I-no, hello, lulu, le-li-ti-lulu, hello.
the other day, I read about some of the problems that Ringling Brothers Circus face when they're out on the road. And I can't help but think that with your company of 30 performers, you've got a lot in common. You know, it takes 4 tons of food every day just to feed that Ringling outfit.
That's nothing. Red Farrington alone equals that food bill.
Horace, how in the world do you take care of the 1,000,001 details that must crop up when you're traveling on the road?
Well, we're set up like a small town with administration duties divided among the various members of our organization.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean you have a mayor, a clerk, police force, and all that sort of thing?
That's the idea. For example, there's a librarian to take care of our music, a station master to take care of our railroad tickets, and a treasurer to more or less distribute the paychecks.
Well, who gives out those paychecks?
I do.
And who are you?
Beauty.
And that gives you a rough idea of how the boys get paid.
I see what you mean now. Well, tell me, who's the mayor of your city government, Horace?
I am the little flower of Hikeville.
Yeah, with a name like Horace, it was only natural we should choose him as our mayor. Oh, that's brutal, Horace. You know, there ought to be a law in Hightsville against jokes like that. Why don't you call a cop?
I can't, Toby. Red Farrington is the cop. If you don't believe it, look at those feet.
I can't see anything else.
Anyway, that gives us an idea how we put efficiency into the running of our organization.
Well, man, with such ideas, no wonder you have the whole music business constantly talking about you. And the latest stunts you're doing. You know, here's something else for everybody to talk about. And I mean the piano artistry of Frankie Carl and a Frank DeVoe adaptation of the familiar Turkish Marx by Mozart. That was recently recorded, incidentally, by Horace Heidt under the banner of Carl meets Mozart. I've been thinking it over, and it seems to me you've become identified with more unique ideas than any other band leader in the business. Well, man, you're the one that gave America Sweeter Swing, Answers by the Dancers, the Pot of Gold, and now the Treasure Chest.
Well, thanks, Toby, but you on the Fitch Bandwagon have come up with a mighty swell idea yourself.
Now, you wouldn't be referring to the Fitch Bandwagon special, would you?
None other. It's a great stunt and right down our alley.
All right, Horace, if you'll give us a fanfare, suppose we have Dresser Dahlstead tell our listeners just exactly how the old Fitch Bandwagon special works.
Yes, the Fitch Bandwagon special is a great idea because it brings you the very latest, the newest monogrammed music of your guests here on the Bandwagon. For you see, each week the big-name band which comes to you in person also makes a very special recording of a swell hit tune done in its own characteristic manner. And then, yes, right here on this program, the band plays the number in person for the first time, exactly as it has been recorded by them a day or two ago. Now, tomorrow morning at Columbia record dealers throughout the country, you will be able to obtain this same Fitch Bandwagon special which you're about to hear. It will be the identical twin of this great song played in a personalized Horace Height manner and recorded by Columbia.
Well, that tells the whole story, Dresser, and mighty well. And now that the folks know exactly how to start a fine collection of their favorite orchestra recordings, well, all that's left is for Horace Height to give a downbeat, and we're off with this week's special. Horace Height, the musical night, featuring the voices of Charlie Goodman with Donna and the Don Juans, and I'll never forget.
While there's a rose crushed in a bush, while there remains a dimly lit nook, I'll remember the vow that we took. I'll never forget. While automobiles park in the dark, rendezvous hid by the dark in the park, I'll remember the touch of your arms. I'll never forget. The dreams we wasted, lavishly spent, I wish we could squander again. Those kisses recaptured would keep me content, but I'm wishing in vain. I carelessly watched the hours slip by, thought they were countless like stars in the sky. Now their memories are till I'll never forget. While there's a rose crushed in a bush, while there remains a dimly lit nook, I remember the vow that we took.
I never will forget.
Never, 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 while automobiles
Park in the dark,
rendezvous hid by the dark in the park. I'll remember the touch of your arms.
I never will forget.
Dreams we wasted, lavishly spent, I wish we could squander again. Those kisses recaptured would keep me content, but I'm wishing in vain, just wishing. I carelessly watched the hours slip by, thought they were countless like stars in the sky. Now their memories are tear in the dark. I'll never forget. No, I'll never forget.
You know, Horace, I always read the woman's page of the newspaper just in case they put anything there that they don't want a fella to see. And believe it or not, yesterday I was...
Stop, Toby. You're about to give away a secret. No, Horace, not a secret. I knew what Toby was going to say because he showed me the paper. His only comment was, "Isn't that the truth?" Now, here's the quotation. It's highly interesting to note that while men see beauty in such different types of women, they all agree that beauty is inevitably dependent on beautiful hair. Yes, girls, that is the truth. And that's why you should depend on Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo to keep your hair as beautiful as that of all the lovely models, of all the glamorous and attractive women who lead such busy lives in such a busy world. Millions of them? Yes, millions. Because Fitch's is the largest selling shampoo in the United States and Canada, insists on a regular weekly Fitch shampoo. And no wonder, for Fitch's actually reconditions as it cleanses. And furthermore, it's recommended by the Good Housekeeping Bureau. So, in buying a shampoo which claims to end your dandruff worries, remember, any product which will not remove dandruff the first time you use it will never remove dandruff. Then remember the famous Fitch guarantee. Yes, for gloriously beautiful hair, use Fitch shampoo regularly each week. Fitch's, spelled F-I-T-C-H, is guaranteed to remove dandruff with the first application.
Horace, I don't believe there's any more versatile musical organization in the business than your orchestra. You know, folks, in addition to straight dance music, Horace offers star musicians, a whistler, a half-dozen singers, comedians, an impersonator, radio announcer. Well, with such an array of talent, it's little wonder that Horace and his boys have become famous for such musical features as their song stories. Now, tonight they want to give you their version of Jonah and the Whale. Horace?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin. Washington, the War Department gave the White House a preliminary estimate of 104 dead and more than 300 wounded tonight in the Army forces alone as a result of Japan's bombing of the island of Oahu. Neither figure included civilian casualties in the raid on Oahu, the principal island in the Hawaiian group. We return you now to Hollywood. Jim.
That's the place to get this mighty power.
Jonah started rowing out to sea and soon met his pals, the three little Fitches, who said, The Fitches said, "Look out, Jonah. Here comes the whale." And there under the boat was a big whale all covered with scales. Scales? Do the whales have a union? I thought it was just musicians. Just then, a long gave a whale and washed Jonah right into the whale's mouth. And that, my friends, was the world's first mouthwash.
And even my best friends wouldn't tell me.
Well, sir, there was Jonah in the tummy of the whale. It was dark as pitch, and he lit a cigarette.
Keep the home fires burning.
All of a sudden, the whale screamed. What are you trying to do? Set the world on fire, and Jonah answered,
I just want to stop. Come flame in your heart.
Of course, for heartburn, the whale should have taken a chump. But he didn't know about that. He got mad, decided to choose Jonah, so he said to him,
Haven't you heard? I am the captain who to shoot you.
Jonah was in a fix, but he was equal to the occasion, because what did he have with him but a bottle of famous Fitch's shampoo?
It's forever making bubbles.
Well, sir, Jonah emptied the bottle of Fitch's inside the whale, and that did the trick. It shot him forward right out through the top of the whale. Of course, everyone knows Fitch's will wash you in the head, so the moral of this story is...
Believe me, that was really swell, Horace. No fooling, the program wouldn't have been complete without that. But right now, you know, there's another type of horse-side entertainment that we have to have before we can say that our visit has really been complete. So how about one of those big Horace Heights feature arrangements?
I can see that you want to put the whole gang to work at once, Toby. Well, we've got one here entitled Zekel Saw the Wheel. How do you think that would be?
I think it's fine. You know, the reason we like them is the fact that not every orchestra has 30 performers and the ability to turn out one on a really big scale. So we're ready and waiting for your concert arrangement of Ezekiel Saw the Wheel.
Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air.
The big wheel run by faith, the little wheel run by the grace of God. Wheel within a wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Wheel, 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 wheel in the middle of the air. Wheel, 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 wheel in the middle of the air.
Wheel, 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 wheel in the middle of the air. Wheel, 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 wheel in the middle of the air.
Ezekiel saw the wheel of time.
Wheel in the middle of the wheel.
And every spoke was a human kind.
Wheel in the middle of the wheel.
Away up yonder on the mountain top.
We're in the middle of the wheel.
My Lord, he spoke and the chariot stopped.
We're in the middle of the wheel. Rolling, 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 turning, 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 turning. Spinning, 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 round, 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 round. He's rolling, 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 way up in the middle of the air. He's turning, 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 way in the middle of the air. He's rolling, 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 the little wheel rolling, rolling, wild, turning with a wheel, way in the middle of the air. Oh, way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel, way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel, way in the middle of the air. Wheel, 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 wheel in the middle of the air. Wheel, 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 wheel in the middle of the air.
Well, friends, I think this is just about where I come in. So now it's time to tell all you nice people goodbye, and thanks for keeping this date with us. And incidentally, Toby, I just signed a new star for the Heights Brigade.
You did, Horace? When?
This morning at 11 o'clock. The thing that made me sign her was the way she sang the Hut Tut song.
Well, now, Horace, wait a minute. That Hut Tut song, that's not new.
Well, it was the way she sang it. You know, my wife told me some months ago about this new sensation.
Well, that's great. What's her name, Horace?
Hildegard Harriet Height.
Hildegard Harriet Height?
Yes, 11 o'clock this morning. She weighs 6 pounds and looks like me.
Really, that's swell. And thanks for the front row seat to watch one of the greatest entertainment organizations in the business pass by us on parade. Well, friends, Chicago lies before us, and if you want to join us there next week along about this same time on these same stations, we're going to help you to daydream a bit by bringing you Castles in the Air. Yes, Chicago means a visit with Art Castle and his Castles in the Air. So make a note of it right now in your date book, will you? While you're making that note, this is Toby Reed saying not goodbye. Good night.
Bandwagon is brought to you by the makers of the famous Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo and Ideal Hair Tonic. And may I remind you again to ask your local music store for this week's Fitch Bandwagon special, Horace Height's Columbia recording of I'll Never Forget. This week's special record. A record which, like the finest in hair preparation, bears a Fitch label. Horace Height's appearance tonight was through the courtesy of the makers of Chum. Then, the makers of Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo have perfected a new and exclusive product. Fitch's Quin Oil Hair Tonic, made from a new formula containing 5 essential oils. Use a few drops daily to stimulate the scalp, help protect the hair. Fitch's Quin Oil keeps your hair in place and glossy looking, yet it is not sticky and will not stain pillows or upholstery. Ask your barber to apply Fitch's Quin Oil Hair Tonic or get the big 6-ounce bottle for only 33 cents. Remember its name, Fitch's Quin Oil. Quin means 5, and Quin Oil contains 5 essential oils. A trial size of Fitch's Quin Oil is free with a regular-sized bottle of Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo at all drug retailers. This is the Red Network of the National Broadcasting Company.
And transmitted to our fighting men and women overseas by Armed Forces Radio Service. It's the new Fitch Bandwagon. And here's your host, Dick Powell. Thank you very much, and hello, everybody. Today it's our privilege to be able to bring the bandwagon to the GI guys and gals at Camp Shanks, New York. We couldn't ask for a greater pleasure because practically all these men have seen active service overseas. Andrew Devine is on hand to help us entertain them, and this evening we have a Fitch first. After a year's absence from the bandstand, the King is back with his great new band. It's the King of Swing. Benny Goodman. Benny Goodman. roll out the carpet and shine up the crown. The King Swing is back in town. Welcome to the Fitch Bandwagon, Benny G.
Well, thank you, Dick. Feels good to be back in the swing of things, and launching my new crew here on the Fitch Bandwagon can't help but mean good luck. This program has been awful good to the boys in the band business.
Well, that's a pretty thing you just said there. So let's give the customers a sample of what this good new Goodman gang listens like, huh?
Well, how about a new Fletcher Henderson arrangement of Somebody Stole My Gal?
Let's try it on for size. Let's listen to the whole thing right now. Mr. Goodman, that's proof that the King of Swing still sits on his solid throne. You know, the band really has a fine beat, Benny.
Well, thank you, Dick. Being fresh back on the old air is a fine feeling. I'd like you to meet some of the boys.
Oh, Benny, I've met all the boys here. Who's the pretty standing over there? Let's investigate that gal department. Let's gander that glamour, huh?
Same old Richard. That's Jane Harvey, my new girl vocalist.
You mean that girls can get that pretty and sing, too?
It's possible, and I'll show you the proof. Janie, come on over here. I'd like you to meet Dick Powell.
Well, what do we talk about now?
Well, maybe I should just sing. Would you like to join me?
I didn't know you read music, Dick.
But, Benny, I can read the top line all right, but I don't get much out of those breaks, those bass clusters. Maybe you'd better go it alone, honey. I'll just listen and won't miss one of your lines.
Yeah, he means he won't take his eyes off you.
You are from Hollywood, aren't you, Mr. Powell?
Yeah, old Powell, they call me, yes. of the greatest clarinet jazz solos of all time is something Benny Goodman plays called Clarinade. It was written especially for Benny by his old pianist, Mel Powell, not a relative of my loss. Mel is now serving Uncle Sam in France with the Air Force. And since our programs are now shortwave to our fighting men and women all over the world, there's just a chance that Mel might hear his favorite composition. We hope so. Here it is. For Mel and his friends and lovers of good jazz everywhere, Benny Goodman plays Clarinade. Thank you, Benny Goodman. The next time I want to hear a slick lick on the electric stick, I know just what I'm come to. Well, the Dick, they say you can't go wrong with a solid song. You never heard me sing Don't Pencil Me In.
No, that couldn't be any worse than Frank Sinatra playing fullback with the Chicago Bears.
Benny, you know, I like to see that. I've never seen a ball fumble a man. Say, Benny, of all the top tunes you've ever turned out, if you were asked to pick the one that you feel has done the most for you, what would be your selection?
Well, that'd be an easy one, Dick. I'd pick on a thing that I introduced about 8 years ago called King Porter's Stump.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. I can hear that solid beat right now. Since you introduced that, Benny, it's made jukebox and dance floor history. Thousands of happy feet have danced themselves tired to the tune of King Porter's Stump. It's in every band leader's book, but nobody plays it like the great Goodman. And now here he is with his new arrangement of King Porter and his Stump. Yes, sir. Thank you, Benny. That was really great. And now, I want you to meet an old friend. It's that effervescent mayor of Van Nuys, our man about tongue, Andy Devine. You know, guys and gals, I wouldn't say that Andy is big. But I went down to the beach with him yesterday, and the tide was afraid to come in. Andy, welcome to Camp Shanks.
What?
Camp Shanks. Shanks.
You're welcome. Oh, you know, I should be welcoming you, though, Dick. I got up here last night, and I had an awful time, Richard. This place is so crowded, I had to sleep with a second lieutenant.
Second lieutenant?
Mm-hmm.
It must have been crowded with your big body and his head.
Well, I did have a little trouble sleeping at that, Dick.
You had a little trouble reading that line, too.
Yeah. Well, every time he turned over, he scratched me with those gold bars on his pajamas. No kidding, Dick. You know, the officers are very lenient with the boys up here, though. I heard a private go up and ask the captain for a 3-day pass.
What happened?
He let him have it. No kidding, no, Dick. These officers are really swell, and they look wonderful in those olive brown uniforms.
Andy, they aren't olive brown. They're more of a sunburned spam color.
You shouldn't have said that, Richard. These boys don't know what spam is.
Do you know what spam is?
Oh, sure. That's one meatball without basic training. No kidding. But the food is really wonderful. This is a swell place. The only thing the fellas miss are those pretty canteen hostesses you see in the moving picture.
No, Andy, how can you say that? Look down in the audience there. There's a beautiful girl right beside each soldier.
I don't know what you're smoking, Bud, but if you'll put it on the market, you'll make a fortune. Hey, you know, maybe this New York climate don't agree with you, Dick.
Oh, no, you're wrong, Andy. I love it. But I think you'll get a little homesick for Van Nuys.
Well, Dick, I am. Just a little. You know, I'm a big man in Van Nuys.
You ain't no runt here in Camp Shanks.
Well, I got a movie office waiting for me, and right out there in Hollywood, too. I'm going to play the romantic lead opposite the star, Lana Turner. She's the star, and I'm the opposite.
You in a romantic part, Andy, that I'd like to see.
Well, the girls think I'm romantic. 2 whacks just passed me right out there in the hall, and one said to the other, "Gee, look at that kisser." You know, Dick, New York was misrepresented to me.
Andy, you're just mad because it's bigger than you are.
No, it's not that, Dick. It's just that, well, on Canal Street, there's no canal. On Wall Street, there's no wall. And on Broadway, there's no electric sign. So long, Dick. See you next week.
Goodbye, Andy. I got around to talking to some of these GIs here at Camp Shanks about the type of song they like best. I find they like songs that tell a story. The sort of a story some of them haven't heard for many, many months. So I'm sure I have your permission to sing, especially for them. Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little, why the gods above me who must be in the know.
There's no love song finer, but it's strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. Every time we say goodbye.
Thank you very much. And so, with a lilting lick on the liquor stick, we'll now say goodbye to Benny Goodman. Keep in touch with us, Benny. We'll try to do this again soon.
Oh, I'll start your phone number on my phone.
Oh, Benny, my phone's probably disconnected by now. We've been away from home for 6 weeks, you know. But tomorrow, when the engineer pulls the throttle, it'll be over the hills to Hollywood. I figure I've got 36 newspapers scattered about my front lawn, so I'm going to go home and try to pick them up.
That's about time. Have a nice trip, Dick.
Thank you very much, Benny. Andy, Devine, and I go to stop in Buffalo tomorrow and say hello to a bunch of people. Maybe drum up a little business on my new picture, Murder My Street. And then come next Sunday, we'll be back where sunset clings Devine, broadcasting from the Hollywood Canteen with Horace Height and his musical night. So next week, then, this is Dick Powell reminding you to switch to Fitch. See you next Sunday. Remember, if dandruff is your problem, ask for Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo. Removes dandruff the first time it's used. Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo is the only shampoo whose guarantee to remove dandruff is backed by one of the world's largest insurance companies. This statement can be made by no other shampoo. Ask for Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo at your drug counter, barber, or beauty shop. Fitch is spelled F-I-T-C-H. This is Jack Costello speaking. This is the National Broadcasting Company. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the king of swing, Benny Goodman. The Goodman clarinet has made sweet music in concert hall and in stomp palaces alike. It has been classy and classic. So today, the Radio Hall of Fame is happy to welcome Mr. Goodman and his swing quartet with Sid Weiss on the string bass, Cozy Cole doing with the drums, Teddy Wilson at the piano, and at the classic clarinet, Benny Goodman himself. Well, Benny, as one hot clarinetist to another.
Oh, why, Al, I didn't know you played the clarinet. Who did you study under?
Who did I study under? Nobody. The people upstairs always moved out. But I'm hep to the jive. I'm no icky. I'm no square from Delaware. Hey, son, when I poked that liquor stick, I really ripped it. Stuffed Jolson, he used to call me. Why?
What was that?
Stuffed Jolson. Stuffed Jolson.
Well, they certainly should.
Now, just for that, you can announce your own number. I always did like Ted Lewis better anyway.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the quartet plays an old swing classic, I Surrender Dear. Only two easy ways to introduce Benny Goodman. One is to talk steadily for 10 minutes, and the other is to say simply, here's Benny Goodman. I'm tempted to take the second way because it's very difficult to compress his career into a comparatively few words. Back in 1934, Variety hailed a new style of playing that his band introduced called swing, and that band has been swinging for millions ever since. As a clarinetist, Benny is equally famous as a swing virtuoso and a serious concert artist. He has invaded the sacred precincts of chamber music and has been soloist with 9 of our major symphony orchestras. His latest picture, soon to be released by 20th Century Fox, is Sweet and Lowdown. Today, a welcome visitor to the Radio Hall of Fame, he brings us his famous swing quartet, comprising Sid Weiss at the string bass, Cozy Cole on the drums, Teddy Wilson at the piano, and with his clarinet, the king of swing himself, Benny Goodman.
to do the trick and do it so quickly. All you gotta do is switch to using Fitch. It makes you feel so grand. Fitch. You'll sing the beat, the band will make the pitch. Then it's up to you to make the switch to Fitch.
This is the new Fitch Bandwagon, brought to you by the F.W. Fitch Company, makers of those fine Fitch products. With yours truly, Larry Keating, Henry Russell, Dink Trout, and our special guest for today, Glenn Gray and the Casa Loma Orchestra, and starring Cass Daly. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Cass Daly is working as a salesgirl at a music shop. She's substituting for her cousin, who had to take the day off because she sold so many copies of Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe, she became train sick. We take you now to the music shop on 92nd Street.
Well, Miss Daly.
Yes, Mr. Jones?
Did you file all the sheet music in alphabetical order?
Oh, yes. Atchison under A, till the end of time under T, bell-bottom trousers under S. How deep is
I caught you. Bell-bottom trousers should go under B.
I know. Bell-bottom trousers goes under S. When I filed them, they still had a sailor in them. Boy, am I glad Admiral Halsey's in town. Yes, sir.
Miss Daly, you will please attend to business.
Well, that ain't hay. What do you mean? Now, I've been working hard. I just stacked up all those records.
Don't you think you stacked them up too high? They look kind of shaky.
Oh, don't worry. I piled them as solid as a rock of Gibraltar. They won't fall.
But look, it's tottering.
I told you. They wouldn't fall.
But I saw it swaying. It was keeling over. I saw it with my own eyes. Why didn't it fall?
Well, I bribed the sound man. I guess a quarter wasn't enough. Well, now tell me, Mr. Jones, where do you keep the broom?
Look what you've done. Miss Daly, you'll have to glue every one of those pieces together.
Oh, but that's impossible. I won't be able to fit them together properly.
Miss Daly, I said you will glue all the pieces together.
Well, okay, but the record is liable to sound like this. Tampico, Tampique, peak, 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 for peak, on the go-go-go-go-go-go-go, make-heek, 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 he-he-he-he-he. What do you know? I'm on a heat parade.
Let's forget that, Miss Daly. Now, look, I've got to go out. And while I'm gone, I want you to clean up those string instruments. Hello. And clean up that wind instrument, too.
Now he's no wind instrument. He's my announcer. Hello, Larry. Is there anything special I can do?
Yeah, Cass. Have any of the new songs come in yet?
Oh, well, yeah, we just got one in this morning called The Siamese Twins Are Acting Cranky. One likes Bing, the other likes Frankie.
Well, that sounds nice, but I'd prefer something a little more on the classical side.
Oh, well, I got a cute record right here. It's a song about a girl who ate too many strawberries, and she broke in a rash from her head to her toe.
What song is that?
I'm going to hate myself. June is busting out all over.
Miss Daly, I hate to interrupt. I hate to interrupt this corn-husking bee.
Yes.
But I've got to go out and place ads in the newspapers about our big sale tomorrow.
Big sale?
Yes, Glenn Gray is coming over to autograph some of his latest records.
Oh, well, look, before you go, I've got a favor to ask you. Please. Please. Oh, please.
Please what?
Please tell me what Notor Pierce did.
Miss Daly, why should you be so interested in her?
Oh, well, you see, we have a lot in common. Yesterday, a movie director said I looked like Notor Pierce.
Pierce? Said you looked fierce.
Is that what he... Oh, well, you can't kid me. I got a lot in common with Notor Pierce. I am the kind of a woman most men want. And if they get me, they don't deserve it.
Well, I'm going now, Miss Daly. Take care of the store and don't touch the cash register. Goodbye.
What a job. Another day of this and I'll be as cracked as some of these records. Well, I think I'll play one of Glenn Gray's recordings just to pass the time away. Ooh, gee, here's one called It's Gotta Be This or That.
if it ain't fast, it's slow. If it ain't yes, it's no. If it ain't high or low, it's gotta be this or that. If it ain't dull, it's bright. If it ain't day, it's night. If it ain't wrong, you're right. It's gotta be this or that. Oh, can it be? If it ain't me, I'm sure it's not your brother. Can't you see? It's gotta be one way or the other. If it ain't full, it's blank. If you don't spend, you bank. If it ain't thing, it's frank. It's gotta be this or that.
Beauty lights the night. Lovely words. Words that every woman likes to hear said about herself. Thoughtful women realize that to earn compliments such as this, their hair must be kept radiantly beautiful at all times. That is why millions of women in the United States and Canada use Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo regularly each week. It really cleans the hair, doesn't merely go over the surface, but gets right down to the scalp. The efficient action of Fitch's penetrates and cleanses all the thousands of tiny hair openings on the scalp, dissolving every trace of dandruff. Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo is the only shampoo with a guarantee to remove dandruff in one application. This guarantee is backed by one of the world's largest insurance companies. No matter what the color or texture of your hair, Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo will bring out all its natural beauty. It cleanses so quickly and pleasantly. Ask for a professional application of Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo at your beauty or barber shop. For home use, get an economical bottle at your favorite drug counter.
And remember, if your head scratches, don't itch it.
You know, Cass, I don't think that was nice of Mr. Jones, insulting you like that and telling you not to touch the cash register.
Well, I don't like him anyway, Larry. He played a mean trick on me yesterday.
Why? What did he do?
Well, he told me that if I sold a record called My Bill, I could go out and kiss any man by the name of Bill. And if I told him I'm just wild about Harry, I could kiss Harry. Or if I sold Little Joe, I could kiss Joe. So far, I only sold one record.
What one was that?
Donkey Serenade. Oh, here comes a customer.
Pardon me for creeping in your store.
Oh, well, that's all right. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Is this the music shop on 92nd Street?
Does that answer your question, kid? Can I do something for you?
Gracias. I would like to buy a record for Chihuahua, my father.
Your father's name is Chihuahua?
That's right.
But a Chihuahua is a little dog, a Mexican hairless.
So is my father.
Well, look, miss, if you want to buy anything...
Gracias. Have you got the Mexican train record?
Mexican train record?
Sí, on the Acapulco, Chapultepec, and Santo Domingo.
Well, the song sounds the same, but they gave it a new timetable. Well, look, I'll see what I've got.
Gracias.
You're welcome. Now, look, if I can't find the record, I'll sing it for you. Will you like that?
Sí. From just looking at you, I know you are talented. I am sure when you sing, it comes out soft and sweet. Your voice, I know, has such dulcet charm that you sing only the tenderest ballads and sleepy time lullabies.
You're new around here, ain't you, kid? Yes, sir.
Hey, Cass, here comes another customer.
Well, pardon me, senorita. What can I do for you, sir?
This is urgent. I need a piano 12 feet high, 15 feet deep, and 20 feet wide, and I need it immediately.
A piano 12 feet high, 15 feet deep, and 20 feet wide? Well, how are you going to play a piano like that?
Play it nothing. I'm going to live in it.
Oh, gosh. Now, why didn't I think of that? Here I've been living in a tuba for the past month. The place is drafty, too. Oh, well.
Excuse me for creeping back into the conversation from which I was out, but I'm still here. What's cooking?
You, I think. I'm not sure. Well, look, you're a nice girl, and I like you, so just sit down here, and I'll play one of Glenn Gray's records for you. Did you ever hear of Glenn Gray?
Gee, I am a hip pussycat.
Did you say hep or hip? Now, look, let's listen to Glenn Gray's record of Softly as in the Morning Sunrise.
That's a good idea.
Oh, sorry, I cannot wait. I must go home and pound my tortilla.
Pound your tortilla? Well, now, is that your favorite dish?
No, that is my husband. Goodbye.
Now I know what made tortilla flat. Oh, well, we may as well listen to Glenn Gray ourselves, Larry. Yes, sir. That music wonderful. You know, I'm beginning to be a regular fan of Glenn Gray's, and I haven't even met him.
Well, Cass, I think you'd like him. Glenn is tall, husky, distinguished looking, and very handsome.
Oh, is he really? Well, gosh, you know, I can just see him walking through the door. He's so tall, I'll have to look up at him. And then I'll smile, and he won't be able to resist me. Then he'll gather me in his big, strong arms, and then in his full, rich baritone voice, he'll say to me,
"Gee, I love to hold your hand, Cassie."
For goodness sake, now what are you doing here at the music store?
Well, I came to help you out, Cassie.
Well, what do you know about music?
Plenty, believe me, kiddo. Why, for 3 years I played with a very famous orchestra.
Whose orchestra?
Phil Spitalny's.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Horace. Phil Spitalny's musicians are all girls. And you played with them for 3 years?
Uh-huh. I'm a little wolf.
But you say you're a little wolf. Oh, well, you're cute, but you're no wolf. Now, look, I'm going to go back in the stockroom to see if I can find some copies of my sponsor's favorite song. It goes like this. Da 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 da.
Oh, that's your sponsor's favorite song?
Yeah. 3 little Fitchies in an itty shampoo. I said it, and I know my sponsor's glad.
Well, personally, I like that song about Tilly better.
Tilly?
Yeah. Till the end of time. I said it, and I better increase my life insurance.
Well, here comes another customer.
Pardon me, have you got that song, I'm Only a Bird in a Gilded Cage?
Why, yes, we have. How would you want it? On sheet music, record, or piano roll?
On a roll, please.
Well, shall I wrap it up?
No, I'll eat it here. Goodbye.
Well, anyway, I made a sale. I better put the money in the cash register and... Mr. Jones told me not to touch the cash register.
Cass, you sound unhappy in this job. Let me take you away from all this. I'll give you costly limousines, luxurious yachts, strings of priceless matched pearls, rubies, diamonds...
Horace, stop smoking that cigarette the Mexican girl left here.
Good gracious, I wasn't smoking. I just want to take you away from all this.
Oh, but I like working in a store, Horace. You see, so many customers come in here that I figure someday my dream man may come in and I'll meet him.
But what about me?
Oh, well, you're all right, Horace, but not the type I dream about. The next time I dream about my Prince Charming, boy, I'm going to buy that dream. Imagine me with my head on your shoulder, and you with your lips getting bolder, a sky full of moon, and a sweet mellow tune. I'll buy that dream. Imagine me in a gown white and flowery, and you thanking Dad for my dowry, the church full of folks, and those last-minute joys. I'll buy that dream. A honeymoon in Cairo, in a grand Auto-Jaro, there home by rocket in a wing. We'll settle down in Dallas in a little glassy palace. It's not as crazy as you think. Imagine me on our first anniversary with someone like you in the nursery. It doesn't sound bad, and if it can be had, I'll buy that dream. Yes, sirree, I'll buy that dream. Oh, but what's the use of dreaming? My dreams never come true. Only the nightmares. Oh, gosh. Oh, gee. What's that? Hello, Cassandra. Hey, who are you? I am the real you. The dreamer in you. You are? Yes, Cassandra. Tell me, what would you like to dream about? Well, to tell you the truth, I would... I'm not gonna tell you. Breakdown. Are you kidding? I'm already broken down. Well, I know that. But what would you like to dream about? Well, I'd like to dream that I was Hedy Lamarr. Look, I was talking about a dream, not a miracle. Oh, well then, could I dream about my dream man? You don't have to dream about your dream man. You can meet him tonight. I can. Oh, well, gee, tell me something about him. Is he handsome? Yes. And tall? Yes. And thrilling? Yes. Like Dan Johnson? Yes. Oh, gosh, that's wonderful. Where is he? Oh, I can't wait. Where's my dream man? Just close your eyes, and he'll come to you. Okay? Here he comes. Keep your eyes closed. Oh, gosh, I can hear him. Keep your eyes closed. He's coming closer. Closer. Oh, gosh, he must be right next to me. Oh, speak to me. Talk to me, my dream man. Say something, please. Say something.
Gee, I love to hold your hand, Cassie. goodness, Cassie, that was wonderful.
Oh, well, thanks, Horace. Now, how about delivering this order of records to Mr. Smith's house and hurry back?
Okay, goodbye. Gee, I'm lucky to have a girl like Cass. I dream of Cassie with the hair on her head. Her eyes are blue, except when they are red. I dream.
Oh, well, there he goes. Gee, I hope he hurries back. I love Horace. I want to live. I love Horace. I want to live. Oh, looks like more business.
Pardon me, miss. I'm Glenn Gray.
Oh, hubba, hubba. Oh, now don't move. Let me look at you. Let me drink you in. Oh, it's a tall drink, but what a head on it. You know, it's so nice to meet you, really. Really. I am Cassandra Daly.
Well, Miss Daly, Mr. Jones asked me to come here to give away autographs.
Oh, well, how about starting with me? Could I have your autograph?
I'll be glad to. Have you got a pencil?
No. I haven't got a paper either.
Then how can I give you my autograph?
Oh, silly boy. Come on now, sign right here.
Okay.
Oh, my, you have a lovely handwriting. What a handwriting.
Kathy, why did you kiss me again?
Well, you forgot to dot the I. You know, it's a funny thing.
Cass.
Yeah?
Cass, I've just finished writing a wonderful new song.
A new song, Larry. What's it called?
It's called Mother Was a Pippin' Till Her Uppers Started Slippin'.
Or?
She chewed on a pillow while sleeping and woke up feeling down in the mouth.
Oh, gee, that's wonderful. That's beautiful,
Oh, yeah,
Larry.
but Cass, those are just novelty songs. I've got a lovely song here that everyone will want to hear. It has swell lyrics.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
Okay. It goes like this. A luxuriant, healthy head of hair is one of the best gifts nature can present. It's worth taking care of. Keep your hair in the peak of condition by using Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo regularly. You'll be amazed at the difference Fitch's can make. It gets your hair wonderfully clean, and something more, it reconditions as it cleanses. This means each strand of hair springs into new life and vibrance. Apply Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo first, without water. This way, its antiseptic properties are unhindered in dissolving dandruff. After a brief massage, add water. A glorious quantity of rich lather will form. This lather will rinse out quickly and completely, carrying all the dissolved dandruff, dust, and dirt particles with it. Fitch's is the only shampoo made whose guarantee to remove dandruff with the first application bears the backing of one of the world's largest insurance companies. Ask for Fitch's Dandruff Remover Shampoo at your drug counters or get a professional application at your beauty or barber shop. Fitch is spelled F-I-T-C-H.
And remember, if your hand scratches, don't itch it, fidget.
Now here is Glenn Gray with one of the most sensational numbers of his long career. He calls it Featuring the Boys.
terrific, Glenn. You know, that's what I love, those sweet lullabies. Yes, sir. Gosh, you know, I wonder why Mr. Jones hasn't come back. I'm going to call him up. Have either of you boys a nickel?
I haven't any money.
Well, neither have I, Cassie. Why don't you take one out of the cash register?
Okay, I will. Uh-oh, Mr. Jones told me definitely not to open the register. I wonder why. Well, okay, I'll open it anyhow. Here goes. You know, I don't think Mr. Jones trusts me. I quit.
Hop aboard the bandwagon, everybody. A rebroadcast for the American Armed Forces and the Relives with Dick Powell in the driver's seat and featuring Freddie Martin and his orchestra and Andy Devine. It's Glenn Hughes and the Martin Men starting us off with Dance with the Dolly.
Down the street, I met somebody who was mighty sweet, mighty fair to see. I asked her would she like to have a talk, make some talk, and all the fellows standing on the walk, wishing they were me. Mama, mama, let me dress up tonight, dress up tonight, dress up tonight. I've got a secret, gonna fess up tonight, gonna dance by the light of the moon. Gonna dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking while our knees keep a knocking and our toes keep a rocking. Dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking. Gonna dance by the light of the moon. Got more kisses than a candy store, candy store, candy store. Sweeter than I've ever had before. Still I keep on crying for more. I'm gonna dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking while our knees keep a knocking and our toes keep a rocking. Dance with a dolly with a hole in her stocking. Gonna dance by the light of the moon. Gonna dance by the light of the moon. Dance by the light of the moon. By the light of the moon.
Freddy? That romped along right good, Mr. Martin. Brings back memories of my last night at the Grove. You really had a long run down at the Grove, didn't you, Freddy?
Very long and pleasant, Dick.
Long? I was beginning to think you were going to go to your grave at the groove at the Grove.
Could happen yet.
I'm afraid to ask what that is. I think it's human.
That's divine.
Divine? I think it's horrible. He means Andy Devine. See him standing over there?
Oh yeah, but who's the one on the right?
Well, that's Andy. He's the one on the left, too.
Oh, he ought to bring that weight down.
He has. Brought it all down to the same place.
Say, let's get him over here. Might as well let our customers in on that great singing voice. Come on over here, Andy.
Yeah, step right up, Andy. We'll have the sax section move back and give you room.
I think we should audition Andy. Can't tell, he might be another Sinatra.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awful? Anyway, I'm a little heavy to be leaning on a microphone.
Well, if you've got your epiglottis geared for a glissando, we might give a listen.
If I had what you just said, I'd be home in bed.
Say, Andy, do you have any special key?
Oh, just pick one out, Freddy. I'll match you.
Okay, you're matching me.
Let's make it odd man.
I'm in. What you got?
I got tail.
Mine's head.
So's mine.
2 heads and a tail. No, wait a minute. Hey, look, fellas. You all talk like you've been hit on the head with a wet cob. Now, if I don't knock anything over on my way out, will it be all right if I go?
Now, wait a minute, Andy. We want to hear you sing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'd like to do one of my most romantic numbers for you.
Well, good. I'll have the boys hit a chord.
It's 9 o'clock. Grew and watch time. Tick-tock.
He doesn't even know what time it is.
I think he's got something there, Wendell. Can't we give the heavy man a quick chorus on one of the lighter ballads, Freddy?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little impromptu, but right now I'm going to ask a very handsome and talented young man to sing.
Well, will I have time to run out and call my mother?
I know he's the man for the job. And this singer has something just a little different.
Well.
The song is Close Your Eyes, and the singer, Artie Wayne.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
Just close your eyes, dream a lovely dream as our arms entwine. Your lips on mine. Just close your eyes, let your heart reveal what you're thinking of. Please say it's love. Don't let this mood forever disappear. Let me always know that you'll be near, dear. Just close your eyes, and perhaps you'll see where your future lies. When you reopen your Close your eyes, and perhaps you'll see where your future lies. When you reopen your
You ready, Andy? Ready for what, Dick? Just what did you two cook up over in that corner?
Well, Wendell, Andy feels that he wants to sing. I've decided that he has the germ of a fine voice.
That voice, a germ?
Can't we fumigate? Well, look, we've got an idea. Freddy, you used to sing, didn't you?
Oh, not much. Used to hum a lot, though.
Yeah, and out in the valley, I'm known as the king of the kazoos, too.
Did you by any chance swallow one of those when you were little, Andy? You have kind of a kazoo accent.
Just by coincidence, fellas, I happen to have my saxophone with me today.
I got it, Dick. Probably caught on your coat on your way out of the house.
And I've jumped up a little jam tune called We Three. The first chorus we sing, and the second chorus, Andy plays kazoo,
And Freddy and I accompany him on the saxophones.
But, Dick, I don't sing that good.
Oh, come on, Freddy. What's Sinatra got that you don't have? Other than 10 more years to wait for his Social Security.
That's what I mean. We're too old to be singing when there are guys like Frank Sinatra and Dick Haymes.
And Bing Crosby. Oh, he's as old as we are. Come on, here we go.
We three, we're all alone. No one wants to hear us sing.
I'm Martin.
I'm Powell.
I'm Devine. We wait beside the phone, knowing it will never ring.
For Martin.
Or Powell.
Or Devine.
Sinatra is younger, and Como's thinner than Crosby.
Well, he's fair.
Whenever we're crooning and no one is swooning,
it's almost just too much to bear. We three are getting old. Yes, we may as well confess.
I'm 37.
I'm 40.
I'm Powell.
Man your horns, mates, and let the blues fall where they may. And down you tumble. Keep an eye on spring. Run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And it happened.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.